What's going on? How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Are we ready? Are we feeling fine? Feeling good? We got a new intro coming today. Well, I mean, it's a trial anyway. It may not be the permanent one, but it's something we're gonna try. I'm gonna let a few more people get in here first, and then we're gonna play that shit. New song. Oh man, I hope you like it. You might hate it. If you hate it, I don't know what I'm gonna do in that situation. But I spent a lot of time getting this shit ready. Spent a lot of time making the song. It's just a lot of time. And it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. We get a few more peeps in here, and then we're gonna play that shit. You might not like it. You might not like it. You might love it. Either way, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Oh, it's good to see you guys, though. It's definitely good to see you guys. I also did a bunch of editing on the donos and stuff like that, but I don't know. There's some testing that needs to be done. There's definitely some testing that needs to be done on some stuff. So we'll have to figure that all out as we go. I mean, we got 40 people in here now. We straight chilling. We straight chilling. It's gonna be a long, long night. This is not the intro song. This is not the intro, but we're waiting for a couple more people to get in here so we can actually do it. All right. I think 45 is a lot of people, man. So I think maybe, just maybe, you guys ready? You guys ready to hear and see the new intro? I'm going to need you to spam, I don't know, some happy emojis or something. I'm going to need something here. I'm going to need some spamming. I need some spamming in the chat to let me know that you guys are ready. I want to see a wall of something. I need a wall of something. W's, just emotes, whatever you got, spam it. We can get W's, we can get crowns, we get what the fuck you want. Spam, 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 spam. I want to see this whole chat lit up with shit. All right, I want to see it. Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. There comes the spam. All right, you guys want it? You gotta let me know what you think, though. I'm gonna crack into this shit. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. All right, here we go. This is the new intro.
I never had a master plan, just a mic in my shaky hand. A million thoughts and a crooked grin saying, hey, you wanna come in? I built this place out of bits and glue, bad jokes and a better view. If the world outside feels loud and mean, you can hang out here with me. I don't have all the answers, but I know one thing. You can stay a while, drop your heavy smile, let the mess fall on the floor. We can laugh too loud, be the wrong kind of proud, like we've never been hurt before. This is Rostov's place, every kind of face, every heart that needs a home. So come as you are, yeah, down, kinda proud, like we've never been hurt before. This is Rastov's place, every kind of face, every heart that needs a home. So come as you are, yeah, you're already one of us. You don't have to be alone. I know the world can be cruel, I know it doesn't always care, but when you hear my voice, I hope it sounds like, hey, you're safe here. So stay a while, let yourself smile, even if it feels brand new. We'll make dumb jokes and heal in small hopes, like a family kind of crew. This is Rostov's place, time and space, where the lonely disappear. So hit that go and don't let go, 'cause I'm glad that you're here. Stay a while, yeah, stay a
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another day in paradise. I don't know if that's going to be the permanent intro, but that shit hits me different, okay? That song hits me so different. That chorus, man, whoo! I love it. I wrote that shit. Oh, man. Animating the little avatars was great, okay? If you are one of the champions or one of the legends, you will get a little avatar in the intro song. Okay? So, let me know what you thought. Okay? If you didn't like it, that's totally fine. All right? It's a different kind of vibe. All right, I need to put up a poll, okay? Did you like the new intro? Because we can rework it if it's really that bad. But I loved it. I loved it so much, okay? Making the little scene transition video, that was fun for me, okay? Mesa said, the song sounds like you're about to climb over a mountain while overcoming muscular dystrophy. God damn. How you guys doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys get up to a lot of interesting things? I know a bunch of you are like snowed out. A bunch of you probably like lost internet and power and all kinds of other shit because the storm's crazy. If you are going through weather stuff at the moment, just do me a favor and stay safe. Okay, that's the only thing I care about, is you just making sure you stay safe. Oh, you know, big ups to Mr. Boom Boom Pow. You know, he created the little avatars, right? I mean, I had them. I used the AIs to animate them the way I wanted, but yeah, I don't know. It's damn, Alex said got 20 inches of snow, had to shovel 4 times, but I'm good. All right, that's awesome. I'm super. 22 inches for Cryptic Cowgirl. Holy shit. This seems like it was one of the craziest snowstorms that, like, I've never heard this much buzz around a snowstorm in what feels like a long time. So is that normal? Is that actually what this is happening? Like, is this a common occurrence for you guys? Do you guys get this shit all the time, or is this like an abnormal kind of snowstorm for you? Kawhi said UK's getting it soon, apparently. Pickle said just a bunch of ice. That's crazy. It was large. Okay. All right, man. Dude. Wow. The Discord had a very interesting weekend. There was a little bit of drama. I don't know if you were in the Discord, which most of you are. And if you're not, you really should be in there. It's quite fun. Oh, there was some drama that we had to deal with. Mr. Boom Boom Pow gives a little fucking like what is that emoji? What is that emoji? We didn't get to do all of the audio for all of the chats and subs and stuff. This is just not gonna.
At in GD6 I super chatted 4.99. I had all my teeth pulled.
Holy, all of your teeth pulled? Oh my god! You getting some dentures? You getting some new fancy toothuses? Shit, I hope you're all right, man. Getting your teeth pulled fucking sucks. Alex said it. I don't like this sound.
At Freedom Tower Studios Super Shattered 5. Officially got 15 inches in northwest New Jersey. Now temps in the teens, and now they are watching another possible major blizzard next Sunday.
Jesus. So, this could be another thing happening next week. Oh my God, bro. That shit is crazy. Irish Maniac said we got 4 to 6 inches, which is a huge amount if you ask me. I mean, dude, that like you try stepping that shit from what I heard. I've never been to snow. I feel like my first experience with snow is gonna suck ass, but I'm hoping it's gonna be good. You never know though. You never know. Oh man. So you guys remember last week we did a little crowdfunding. All right, we did a little crowdfunding because we had to rein in some of the AI stuff that was going on in the Discord. Jawbone said 6 inches is average, I heard. Not in America. That's above average in America. Most of the rest of the world, though, that's average. Just not America. So you guys crowdfunded a chat channel in the Discord. It was the Expressive AI Art channel. And the purpose was, you know, how we have the calendar, right? You know how we have that calendar that's got, you know, it's the thirst trap calendar. People were kind of getting sick of seeing that shit spammed all throughout the main chat. So they were like, bro, can we stop having this stuff constantly all day? So we crowdfunded a nice little channel for this. You know, we had a nice little channel made up because we hit that goal. Awesome. And it was created, and it was not used for. It was not used for its intended purpose whatsoever. Kyle said, "What's the weather down there where you live at? It's humid as shit today because it's like rainy and hot. So I'm literally melting." So we get this nice little channel, right? And it's not used for the purpose that we crowdfunded it, like at all. No one's really making any AI art to put in it. No one's really doing anything like that. But what ends up happening is there's an incident, and I talked about it a little bit last week or on Saturday, where there was what I can only describe as GIF, you know, like animated GIFs. GIF-related e-6 in a public thing. So we had to wipe the channel, okay? We had to wipe the channel, and you know that was met with a little bit of like a few grumbles, if you will, right? It was kind of odd. It was odd, and again, I ain't gonna name and shame everybody. It was a weird thing to have to deal with, okay? It was not exactly what I would call a typical day for me. Mr. Boom Boom House said they were RP fucking. Yeah. Which in a Discord was a bit anyway. So we wiped the chat and we're like, okay, guys, here's a disclaimer. Okay, this chat was created for these reasons. Okay, so if we could just stay within the reasons that this shit was created, that would be fucking fantastic. Because, you know, like, I know moderators got a bunch of messages being like, bro, I don't want to talk in here anymore. I got messages being like, dude, I don't want to talk in here anymore. So we wiped the channel, okay? And it was okay for about a day. And the channel transitioned into a different kind of roleplay channel, which it got out of hand again. Danny said, I felt pregnant after reading. Oh my God. Danny, I'm working on your avatar at the moment to put you in the intro, buddy. So we're gonna get you up in that biznatch. So this time, I wake up to the moderator chat and a bunch of messages being like, bro, this shit is not like this shit is not manageable. We needed to delete it. And so I go and have a look and I'm like, oh, again? And unfortunately, okay, the Gooner Wars did develop in there, Mr. Boom Boom Power. They did. You know, we had one anti-goon police officer. And shout out to Kawhi. She did a fantastic job trying to hold down the fort. But we had to, you know, I made the decision. I was like, yeah, I think, you know, it's been up for what, 3 days? It's been up for 3 days and we've already had to fucking wipe the whole thing, right? We've already just had to wipe it, you know, and this is the second issue within 3 days. So unfortunately, it was stopping people from wanting to talk in the Discord, right? And the whole point is Discord's for everybody. You know, if you're in there, you should feel comfortable enough to talk in the chat without, you know, because sometimes like whatever they were doing in there would spill out into the main chat if the person that they were like talking to wasn't replying in that chat, right? PBW said chat had wankers cramp, bro. It has some wankers cramp. Faux rizzle. Okay. Oh shit. Hey, it played. Some of the changes worked. That shit hangs around too long. Dingy said if it could get you in trouble, get rid of it. Yeah, we just had to, right? And so like I appreciate everybody that donated to make the channel, like to get it put up there. We definitely tried to have it manageable, but it just straight up wasn't. Like it was bad. It was really, really bad. And the thing is like I understand. Like it upset some people obviously when we had to delete it, and I never want to take stuff away from people. I don't like doing that. You know, if we could find a way to make it work for everybody, then that's always the way I'm going to go. But, you know, two issues in the span of a couple of days, it was like, okay, this is what this is going to be now. So who knows? In the future, we may bring it back in some capacity. But for now, we definitely just kind of have to, we kind of had to put a pin in that shit so that it didn't interrupt everybody's use of the... everybody's use of the fucking Discord, right? Because like at the end of the day, that's kind of the point, is that everybody is able to use this. So I felt bad. So I was gonna release this merch today, but I released it early, and we've had a couple of orders of it already. So I'm excited to see what people look like in this, but I'm also kind of shocked. Oh fuck, why do I always click on it before I've changed the goddamn window? It's this one. All right. We have a shirt, a new shirt. I don't know why anybody wanted this. I get DMs from you guys asking for random kind of merch, and I was like, all right, well, let's put something like this up. And it's Rastov's Ooh Wonderful t-shirt, okay? You guys love the ooh so much, which I think is now on a the $10 TTS. So if you want to hear that, just don't. Fives are fine. I'm happy with fives. I'm happy with anything, to be fair. All right. So there's the Ooh Wonderful t-shirt. There's the Ooh Wonderful mug. Okay. And because I felt bad, because I felt bad about having to delete the channel after we crowdfunded, I made a new promo code at the moment that can be used. And the promo code is OOWOO15 for 15% off. So that's an extra 5% than what we normally do with our promo codes. Outlaw said, I already bought the mug. It's kind of a cool mug, I can't lie. And Mr. Boom Boom Power said, any more issues in Rastov makes the mod team cry. Bro, the mod team was like, what do we do? What are we doing with this shit? So if you want to get one of these, you know, now is the time. What does UU 100 get you? That doesn't exist. But, you know, I did find out, you know, through doing the little pachinko tournament that we had, that it is actually very easy to do a giveaway with merch. You know, so you can definitely expect in the future that we'll be having some more situations or more events that will result in some free merch being given away, because I love the idea.
At Alex Doris
Fucking
0617
hate that.
super chatted 10. Oops, sorry, this was meant to be a 5. Oh well, you woo.
Come on, please, Alex, don't. Now, I don't know if this is all working properly, but I should have had... There should be audio on the gift, on how much, how many subs, like, or members are gifted, but I honestly don't know if it's going to work. So, like, I don't want to... I almost... man, it's... I don't want to test, like, if anyone wants to gift anything higher than 1, all right, there should be songs for every, or like sound effects for every like 5, 10, 20, 50, right? But I don't know if it works. Is it gonna do it? No, it didn't work. Fuck. Fuck. Thank you, PBW, for the 5 gifted. Why has it got... Okay, that's... We got to get rid of that. We have to get rid of that. That's obnoxious. Oh my god. Okay, that literally makes me want to die. I'm changing that. I'm taking that shit off. Okay, so there's still some... Okay, appreciate you doing that, buddy. There's still some work that needs doing around that. So let me just X that off and save that. Now, I don't know why... yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work sometimes. So we're trying to figure out... Is it this? I don't know. I genuinely... I don't know. Oh, is it... Hold on. Trying to figure out some of these sound effect shits just don't work, right? So, like, is it for YouTube specifically? I don't know. Or is it? Do I have the settings on it wrong? I'm not sure. You know. But we can, you know, hopefully in the future we have the ability to test it. And the thing is like, you know, gifted members aren't exactly the easiest thing to test, right? Because it's not, they're not exactly cheap when you start going into the higher things. And making everybody donate fucking 5 members is kind of, I don't want to be in that situation. So I'm gonna have to find a way to figure it out. Benji said Keem is using different sounds on donations now. Good. We've been trying to... Look, bro, like months ago, we were trying to tell him, like, dude, we need to put, like, shit on the StreamElements. And he was like, eh. Because it's a lot of work for him, right? When he's got shit to do. So I understand. Like, but I'm glad they're doing it now. Because, like, that stuff's just interactive, right? We tried... we tried to get him to do it. But I don't think he was convinced. So, look, I mean, I've made some changes again to the member thing, but I don't know if... Hold on, let me chat GPT it, you know, because chat GPT always got my back. Chat GPT always got my back. Let me have a look. Okay, how can I? Someone gives members. All right. Let's try and figure this shit out together, because I would really like it to actually work, right? It seems like a waste. PBW said, you plan this content too, Rastov? You told me to stop planning shit and just be natural. Pick a lane, motherfucker. Pick a lane. Huh? Maybe I just wanted to jump in and chat with you guys because there was massive, crazy snowstorms going on. Huh? You know? You don't like me just sitting here talking to you about stuff? He said non-tent wins. Look. What do you want me to do, huh? You want me to plan out an entire show? I got told that I was too rigid when I did that. If I planned out a bunch of stuff to talk about, I was rigid. I was crazy. Okay? Precious said she had to shovel so much snow. Today is one of those days, all right? Today's one of those days where, like, I mean, there's nothing really popped up that I felt like I had the need to talk about, but I just wanted to come chill with you guys anyway. Is it gonna work? Fuck, it still doesn't. Why does this shit not work? Thank you, Danny, for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you, brother. Okay. But this is not. Yes, YouTube's connected. Blah blah blah. Memberships. That yes, all of this works. I know how to. I just don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me hit preview and see if it actually.
Dropping the fiber.
There we go.
If you got one, better thank 'em. If you didn't, maybe next time. Thank you.
I think maybe I'm just gonna whack it on the soundboard. So if you drop them, I'm gonna just play it. I think that's the way to do it, right? I think that's gonna be the way to sort it out. Do you like that little jingle? I like that jingle. That jingle good. Jumping the firebomb. I like it a lot. Let me. Where am I going to put it though? Because we don't have a lot of space. All right, I'm gonna have to take Legend and Champion off here, I think. Oh shit! Wait! Alex just gifted 5 more members. All right. Let's do this again.
Dropping the fiber. If you got one, better thank 'em. If you didn't, maybe next time. Thank you.
All right. So I made songs for all of them, and I think they're pretty good. PBW said, "Must you do your cum face when you dance?" Way to give me a complex, dickhead. That shit's not okay. That's just mean. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? I'm so why? That's just mean. I don't know what to say. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You gonna get me all in my head. All right. Let's start updating some of this shit. I hate that noise.
At PowerAge_1986 super chatted 5.41. I literally log in to hear Rastov say he's whacking it on the soundboard. Fucking gooners.
Okay, dude, that's not what I meant. Okay, you know that's not what I meant. I wasn't whacking it on the soundboard. Okay, I just meant I was placing it onto the soundboard. Okay, let's not make it weird. Which one was the actual Legend song? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Now I don't know which is the right one. I'm assuming it's this one, right? Hold on. Yeah, it is. It is that one. Okay. Okay. All right. Look, this is the thing, right? Sometimes in life we're presented with situations where we have to adjust on the fly, and I think that's the true test of something. Okay, so if we put this on here, is this the
dropping the fiber? If you got one, better thank 'em. If you didn't, maybe next time. Thank you.
I love it. I actually love that. What do you think? It's kind of not really my vibe, but I actually like it. Now what? All right, so we got songs for 10 bombs. Dude, I hope I have the right ones loaded up because some of them were like not okay. Some of them were some of them I don't want anyone to hear because they sounded like kind of dodge. But you know what, bro? It's fine. All right, there's that one, and then we have fuck, which one was the was it this one? Shit, I don't know which one was the right one now. Oh crap, I'm gonna end up loading something on here I don't want anyone to hear. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll never have to listen to it, right? So it's fine. Okay. Anyway, we can get back to the content now, I guess. That gives me more space to add other songs to stuff too. Don't mock the comfort. That's not my comfort. Okay, look, bro. You don't want to know what it looks like, okay? You don't want to know. PBW said, don't play the 50 bomb. You'll have to delete the stream. Bro. You know what? I might actually have to delete the stream with that one because depending on which song I've loaded up, because I forgot which ones were the right ones to load, to be fair. So now I'm confused. We're just gonna delete these out of here because I don't think it even works with that. So I apologize that it didn't automatically play. Sometimes in life we're presented with situations, you know. Mooch said, "Good thing I cannot do a 50, otherwise I would." No, like I need to. I'm gonna briefly touch it. No, let's see. That sounds dodged too. I'm gonna briefly touch it and see if this is the right one. Hold on. Let me make sure.
That was
No, I don't think it is. It that one? No. What was it? Is the 21 the right one?
someone.
No. Fuck, that's not the right one. I don't know what the right ones were. I think these are all wrong. Fuck. Hold on. Because I did a bunch that were like jokes to send to Mr. Boom Boom Pow. I sent a whole bunch, like there was a whole bunch that I made that were actually just jokes. And now I don't know which one was the right one. Shit. I might have to go back and have a look at the chat. Which one was the right one? Fuck, which one was the right one? Oh, God. Oh, no. That one was a joke. Oh, no. I think it was meant to be that one. Chaos said lock in. I'm trying! I'm trying to lock in. But I'm also nervous because this shit's like, you know what? Fuck it. It ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna have to worry about it. It's all good. Oh. Okay. What do you guys think about what do you think about short form content? I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I saw I think I saw like KSI responding to like Will and E saying that short form content's like ruined the internet. Fuck, I should have saved that. That would have been a cool thing to bring up and show you, but I still think it's an interesting I think it's an interesting thing to talk about. How many of you actually talk about, or how many of you consume short form content like YouTube Shorts, doom scrolling on Instagram, you know, doom scrolling through like X? Do you guys do that a lot? Because I do that a lot. Mrs. Rastov does that a lot. Every single person I know does that a lot, right? And I think I don't like it. I need
At Weaver TSI Super Shattered 5. Sometimes in life, you have a brief moment of sobriety mid-pump and realize that it being your friend's sister isn't the best idea.
Oh,
Too much drama.
dude. Why? Every time, dude. Every time. You know what? Pivot. Fucking pivot. All right. I'm going to pivot away from that. That's insane. So Mooch said short form is dying. There's Gen X and a boomer revival of long form on YouTube, shockingly. I prefer long form content. Like, I want to be able to put something on and not have to worry about it for like an hour, right? But like, it's so easy to fall into just the pit of just scroll. Like, and then after a while, you're like, why am I watching this, bro? Like, what did I just waste the last fucking, oh shit, it's 2 hours. What did I just waste 2 hours of time on? That's also surprisingly what a lot of people feel after watching my streams. Anyway, So you know, and the thing is I actually do agree to some extent that short form content is kind of ruining the internet, specifically because TikTok brain is a real thing, right? A lot of youths you find when they move into the workforce after they've come out of high school or out of college or whatever, they just can't fucking focus, right? Because it's so like they're so used to just getting these tiny little dopamine hits that if they don't get that in their job, they just fucking get lazy. You know, I have a friend of mine that's a manager in a store, and like he's got to the point where he's like, he doesn't like, and the thing is you can't do this because you can't discriminate based on age, but he doesn't want to hire young people. And by young people, I mean young adults, right? He doesn't want to hire them because like they just don't fucking focus at all because they're so used to just like getting that short little dopamine hit, bang, 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 short, TikTok, that they just can't, like, if you tell them to go and like, you know, clean the fucking office for 30 minutes, like they can barely get through it, and they take breaks every like couple of minutes, right? You know, he said it's entirely frustrating, and like they come in with all these good
At Chaos 27 super chatted 6.71. I need you to add Subway Surfers gameplay on screen so I can pay attention, bestie.
Look, I'll do you one better, okay? I'll do you one better. This is way more in... you want to know the crazy thing about that, actually? That actually keeps me engaged in what I'm watching. If I'm watching a video and, like, I'm watching Subway Surfers and it's, you know, I'm actually paying attention to that. There was a time when, like, when Rewind was still together, right? And I don't know if you guys remember their 12-hour like long stream. I was getting Xylee to put her little car game that she plays up on the screen, and that actually got me through the end of that goddamn stream because I was able to focus on that, and then talking was just easy. I think that's like, I mean, maybe I got 80. I don't know what the fuck. I got something, you know, where I can't, like, if I'm playing a game, it's a lot easier for me to talk to you guys. But I will get you. I'll get you something to focus on. All right, we have this magical thing, right? We have this really cool thing. Why are these not loading? Nom noms, motherfucker! I swear to God. We have this really cool thing to focus. All right, if you need to focus on something, focus on the balls game. Okay. All right, we'll watch the viewers go up as the balls game goes on. You know, but that's the thing is, like, nowadays it's all about getting that quick instant fucking gratification, and if you don't get that, people just click off and fuck off, right? See, Chaos, I'm so locked in right now, dude. I'm telling you, the balls game, that's the Subway Surfers of the future. All right, I'm telling you, it's the Subway Surfers of the future. But in saying that, long form content coming back, I find myself struggling at times. If I try to sit down and just watch an hour-long video, right? Back in the day, I'm going to turn this off because otherwise it's going to distract me from fucking talking. Stop. Back in the day, if I was watching a long video, I could literally just sit there and like just watch it, right? Nowadays, because I'm so used to like it, I don't know if this is LCU brain or if this is just the fact that like I'm way more conscious. Like, it could be LCU brain. It could be I'm way more conscious of stuff now. If I'm watching a video and there's like a gap of like a minute to 2 minute dead air where they don't talk about it, like where they stop talking, even if it's a gaming video and it's not like a cutscene, right? If they're just playing a game and all of a sudden it goes, I just click off. I can't deal with like fucking dead air anymore. I straight up can't. Let me see. Oh shit, that's the real Tina. How you doing, Tina? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. You know, so but I don't know if that's because I'm more like locked in, you know, with not having dead air. But like now, if there's these tiny little gaps, I can't do it anymore. I straight up can't. And it pisses me off because I'm like, fuck, I want to watch this video, but I've just tuned out of it. So now I'm just have to go find something else, you know? So I've been finding that I've been watching a lot of World of Warcraft lore videos lately, just to, and I've seen them before, but you know, they're anywhere from 2 to fucking, some of them are 5 hours long, and I'll just leave them playing, you know? Nom with the gifted. Tina said, yes, came to see how you're doing. I'm doing good, thank you. I hope you're doing good too. Yeah. Oh, I hope you're still getting success and everything like that. Chaos said, I love lore videos. Yeah, it's just nice to have just something like on, right? When you're like, when I was making when I was setting everything up for the new intro, right? I had a fucking, oh, what was it? It was an Arthas Menethil. Hey, Powerage with the gifted as well. Thank you, brother. Maybe I need to put a sound back on that, but for big ones, it's just going to spam. I don't know if I want that. We'll figure that out. You know? And so, like, it was like a 5-hour Arthas Menethil. I haven't finished it. I think I was like 2.5 hours into it. I've watched it like 4 times before, but I still love it, right? I still love it. But it's just nice to have that background noise on, and with so many things now just focusing on shorts. You can't just let shorts run, right? Like, you've got to actually scroll, and it's just so annoying. You know what I mean? So I honestly do hope long form content comes back more, because I think people are also getting sick of it, like short form. But did it ruin the internet? I don't think so. But I also kind of think that like it's definitely messed with people's heads. And it's going to take a lot of reprogramming to get people back into being able to just watch long form videos and content again, you know?
At Narakish super chatted 6.7. I listened to Rastov and invested in Stovecoin, now I'm poor and having to drain water out of cat poo just to survive.
There is no Stovecoin. Okay, I'm not doing no crypto nothing. All right. I ain't no boogie. I ain't doing no crypto scams. Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Oh my God. So yeah, it's one of those things, you know. And
At Nomnomog super chatted 6.71. Rastov is jealous that I can make short form videos of him and get views. I'm gonna make a shorts of this.
You did make a short of my shit, and it actually got more views than some of my stuff. But the thing is like, yours aren't like these like small 15 to 30 second clips, right? And I know that's what people like. That's what the people want. They want to just consume the shit really fucking fast so that they can just bang through life so quickly, right? But yours were like 2 minutes. Like a 2-minute short just feels like a small video to me. I don't consider that to be the same thing, right? When creating shorts, if it's 2 minutes, it's too long. I hate that soundbite, man. Dude, Mr. Boom Boom Pow, I'm gonna get my revenge on him for making this shit, I swear to God. I can't believe I put him in the intro too, because he's my bud and he's been helping me out. I can't believe I did that. I'm gonna make him upgrade. Mr. Boom Boom Pow said, wait, I can start clipping you and uploading it? Boomy streams, here I come. PBW said, that beard of yours is a series of short form struggling to make long form. Fuck off, bro, you dickhead. I think I need to change the, the thing that pops up if it's not a 5, because I don't know if I like it. It's meant to be animated, but it doesn't animate. See, this is what's annoying, right? Sometimes you do these things and it just doesn't work. You know? Oh, no, it's too quick. That's why. I'm an idiot. Chaos said, make boom trip while running in the intro. Dude. I want to add more I want to add more, I guess, levels for the characters to run through. At the moment, it's a loop of the same 5 levels because that's all I could make and animate.
At Nomnomog Super Chatted 13.42. Tina D, if you're still here, I hope this sound does not change your view of Rastov.
That was not okay. There's a reason I put that on the 10, motherfucker. Because I didn't want people to... Diogo said, Rastov convinced me to start an OnlyFans and invest everything I earned with photos of my balls on a scam coin. I'm so ashamed of my ex. Why did I read that? No, what the fuck? I wouldn't know how to do a scam coin, to be honest. All right? And if I did, I mean, I don't know what the implications are, so I'd probably be too nervous to even try anything like that. But, I mean, it wouldn't be a scam. You know, I don't scam. You know? Dude, I'm so tempted to wake up a call to start a scam meme coin. No, okay, Danny, don't embarrass me in front of Tina, okay? She might have already left. It's fine. Don't embarrass me. Okay, I'm just chilling. We're just having a nice, relaxing, chill day today, okay? Something to get you through the storm, something to get me through the humidity. I will have more stuff prepared. I'll be honest, I spent way too much time on that intro last night. I think I probably spent like fucking 5 hours of my day off just like making clips and shit like that. It was really fun. I had a great time. You know, that kind of stuff doesn't feel like work like whatsoever, you know? So yeah, if you want to be in the intro, right? Because now there's a lot more people here. If you want to be in this intro, basically all you have to do is this is one of the many perks that champions and legends get. We'll make you up an avatar and you're going to be running in the intro with the crew. Right? We got Danny's in the works. I don't know if anyone else other than who we've got up there so far, and Danny has provided one, but if it's something you want, you know, it's just an extra little thing, right? So obviously we've got you know, balls game, pachinko, ball jump. You know, we're gonna have stuff in the house. You know, there's gonna be lots of different things for the upper echelon of memberships. Yes. And just a reminder, if you do lose Discord access, it's likely that your gifted membership ran out. So, you know, you can roll the dice and hope you get another one, or we can, you know, we could just upgrade. Come join that Discord. You know, we've taken care of Goonagate, so you guys can talk again safely. Danny said, Rastov told me I was too big to fit in the intro. That's not true. I would never say that. That's some bullshit, okay? That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. Diogo was watching 2 minutes behind. I've had a lot of people actually. If you don't know, you know, what's going on in the LCU, it's Billy versus the world again. We talked about it a little bit. And he brought up Batgirl's other job and some of the spicy stuff that she does on there. And I wanted to know what you guys thought about it. Like, what's your opinion on streamers that also do sex work? Right? Because there's a few of them out there, right? There's a few of a lot of them try to dip their toes into that other side of things to see if they can crack up. Because, like, bro, if you're like an Amaranth, for example, bro, and you're just the like fucking richer than God at that point, right? Like, it's pretty insane. What do you guys think about it? Do you fucks with it? Do you have less respect for some streamers that do that kind of shit, or do you just not care? Good to see you, Straw Hat Guy. I'm doing well, brother. Zach said, wasn't one of the Rewind hosts from LCU and OnlyFans creator? I think so. Probably. Wasn't Siley. If you mean Zay, yeah, that's some public knowledge, right? And they calling it Pissgate. That's crazy. Sapphire said, you got to do what you got to do. Moot said, it's sad in a way that they have to resort to selling themselves, but they have a right to choice. They are adults. That's true, right? Like, you can't tell anyone not to do it, but you're allowed to have opinion on it. Dude,
At
I
Danny
hate that fucking...
909 super chatted 10. Rastov wants the okay to start his own off.
No.
That's why he's asking.
No. That's not why I'm asking. That's not why I'm asking. Jules Deep said, I don't care, not my girl. Fair enough. Chaos said, I don't care as long as their regular content isn't aimed towards gooners. Well, I think, like, if you use, like, Amaranth as an example, who's one of the, like, biggest streamers, right? Like, a lot of hers is basically her tits being on display, right? Now, I'm sure she does other stuff. I don't watch, but that's what I've heard. You know, you see little clips on X and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Sharkbait said, none of my business. Not okay. My... Fuck off, PBW, dickhead. My OF porn name was not Pig or Knights. Now the other biggest, like, thing that they're talking about over there is, was he wrong for bringing it up? Right? Sharkbait says not okay to bring up. Like, Sharkbait knew what I was going to ask. Was he wrong for going low? Now, let me preface this with, right? Like, Batgirl is someone that he was friends with for a very long time. He helped her out a lot. And once she was on a show with someone that doesn't like him, completely flipped around and does nothing but make fat jokes and jokes about his pacemaker, like, kicking out and shit like that. Chaos said he was wrong to bring it up. Weird that he looked it up. I mean, I think I wrong to bring it up, maybe. I don't know. Sharkbait said it was wrong to bring it up. Jules said they've all tried to hit Billy below the belt. I think it's fair game. Weaver said it was a little low, but Billy is on his anti-hero arc. As he said, Gooner's got a coon. DJ T said, not necessarily wrong to bring up, but bringing up the husband was a low blow. Banana Pudding said, Rastov, get Billy's dick out of your mouth. His fupa will kill you. Bro, I'm stronger than you. Okay, I can hold that shit up. Don't worry. I got it. I got this. I'm strong as shit. Okay, built like ox. Now, my opinion, right? I don't give a fuck that he brought it up. I hate it when people turn on people, right? Is it a low blow? Yeah, but that's what he was going for. I don't give a fuck, right? You can't be friends with someone, all of a sudden turn on them and then be like, oh, that's fucked up that you brought that up. Like, you know, I hate shit like that. I hate people I hate fake people. I honestly don't like fake people. Lana Sky said, was it public info already? Yes. Yes, it was. It wasn't, like, actively talked about, but there were many occurrences where a certain group of people would jump into LCU chats spamming her name, the hub name. So they told Billy to die. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. It makes me glad that I'm on the outside of it, right? Because, like, I don't want to, like, it's nice to be able to look in and be like, damn. But being in there and being in that, I'd be like, fuck, this is rough. Honest Guy said, then fair game as a public figure. Cryptic Cowgirl said Batgirl's just following Tommy C. Maybe. But I think, like, I don't want to talk about, like, the people specifically, right? I'd rather talk about the situation, right? I'd rather talk about the situation of, like, you've got someone over here who used to be good friends with this person, right? They looked up to them, they respected him, they asked them for a lot of help, and you know, they can, you know, I know at least from one person's side, considered them to be one of their favorite people. You know, and then all of a sudden they're in a situation where now they're linked up with somebody else that hates that person, and then they've flipped on them completely. You know, and so that shit would hurt my feelings. It did hurt my feelings because the same thing happened to me. You know, I mean, you know, it's one of those things. So do I think it's bad? I mean, it's low. It's definitely a low thing to do. But at that point, like, if they're already swinging low, you know, you have to make a decision. Are you going to rise above, or are you going to get down in the dirt? Chaos said, I'm not looking at my coworker's OF. Weird behavior. I don't think he got a W. The rewind stream was just weird. I don't think it was about W's or L's. It wasn't about that at all. Powered said, I like Billy, only really disagree with bringing up her husband. Spouses not in the LCU should be left out, in my opinion, no matter who, otherwise fair game. Yeah, I mean, I met him. He's a very nice guy. All right. I played Magic with him. I hung out with him. He's a very lovely man. Yeah. That's my opinion on him. He's a very nice guy. I like him. I like him a lot. He's a very cool dude. It's Cryptic Cowgirl said Billy was backstabbed. Cryptic Cowgirl also said people have already done / said worse, i.e. Boogie. It's just a messy situation, right? It's just messy. Now, what I didn't like was it trying to be spun that I was in Billy's ear trying to like master manipulate him into quitting. That guy is like as stubborn as I am. He ain't getting manipulated by anybody that's not himself, okay? If he wants to do something, it's because he wants to do something. So I don't want this fucking narrative being spun that I was sitting there being like the little puppet master, puppet mastering Billy the Fridge. Because if you've met him, or if you've seen him ever, he's not exactly the type of guy that needs someone to tell him what to do. He's very strong-headed and strong in the sense that if motherfucker wants to do something, he will do it. Chaos said the cafe song of Batgirl Gonna Pee is going to hit different now. Maybe. I don't know. Like, it's, the reason I brought it up specifically was because I wanted to know, because there's a lot of creators out there that do have these things on the side. And I'm not talking about like LCU specifically. Like, I'm talking about just out in the wider streaming sphere, right? Banana Pudding said taking his side. You mean I'm taking the side of the guy that's been my friend versus the side of the guy, the people that shit on me constantly? Oh, I wonder why. Bro, you realize you were given a brain, right? Now, it's your choice if you want to use it or not, but you were given one, okay? So that means you've got options, okay? You don't have to be stupid. It's a choice. Fucking idiot, bro. Taking Billy's side. No shit. No shit, I'm taking Billy's side. Dude's my friend. Oh, read the above comment. Yeah, maybe. The thing is like, I'm out of it, right? So I don't care. The only thing I actually care about is fucking Boogie lying on my name. Motherfucker trying to say I was manipulating stuff. No. This is bro, this is the thing, man. Like ever since I left, bro, I've been responsible for all these things that have happened, right? And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. You know what I mean? It just fucking sucks, man. I hate seeing my buddy go through shit, you know? I hate seeing my buddy go through shit. And the thing that bothers me the most about Boogie lying, right? And I mean, I know that it's on theme, right? I know that it's like on brand, but it's like, I don't have an NDA with him. I ain't never going to leak anything that I had between me and Keem. Never. All right. But Boogie, ooh, so tempted. I'm not going to because it's not who I am, but it pisses me off when he makes shit up that's wrong and lies. Right? So in these situations, we have to and then push it out. And then push it out. You know? Tiffany said, I think it's fucked up that Keem's fucking over Sweet Tea again. He's acting like putting her on Alpha is helping her. She's going to go from making about 10,000 a month to making hundreds a month. It's the difference in money probably won't be that much. But you know, it's Amber's show. Like she doesn't need to be there anymore. It sucks. Precious said, I heard Rastov because the storm hit the US and Canada yesterday. Yeah, dude, this storm is crazy. And one of you was saying that it's potentially going to hit again next weekend. Fuck that. You know, fuck that. Mr. Boom Boom Pow said, Rastov, prove a point, leak our DMs. Dude, our DMs would be like, are these guys gay? I think they're gay. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing at all, I promise, okay? So, yeah, you know, it's one of those things. It's just one of those things. It sucks that you know, these little wars go back and forth, but like that's the nature of the beast over there, you know. It stresses me out just watching it. So like it makes me grateful that I'm kind of out of it now, because like as much as like I like watching it, right? I enjoy watching drama. I enjoy talking about drama, but like this whole situation has made me realize I don't like being in it like at all. Like I don't get a kick out of like being involved, you know. Now there's little parts, like there's definitely little parts where there are enjoyable parts to it, right? But overall, like if I'm in the middle of it, it's just not for me, you know. DJT said, "This is all gay." There's nothing wrong with being gay. Being gay is cool, okay? It's awesome. Just remember, code UWU 15% off. Promo code UWU 15 on the fucking store to get 15% off. You know, but I find it like I find these situations interesting. Because, like, personally, if a creator has like a side hustle like that, it doesn't really bother me at all, right? The only thing, nah, as long as you're not like honestly, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't really care about most things, you know. Like life is too short to worry about what other people are doing. Honestly, most of the time, you know, if you're recreationally worrying about other people. And I'm talking about people that aren't in your like little circle, right? They aren't in your little bubble. Obviously, friends, family, right? It's not a waste of time worrying about them, right? They're your special people. But if you're worrying about fucking, I don't know, some rando on a stream you barely watch, like, you know, and it's ripping you up inside, like you probably need to do something about that because like it shouldn't be bothering you that much. You know what I mean? Like if you watch me every now and then because like you're bored and you're worried about something that I'm doing, it's probably an indication that you need to change something, right? Banana Pudding said, thanks for calling me an idiot, by the way. I'm just being realistic. It's all part of the machine. You become friends with friends and your allegiance lies with who you work with. Bad time to comment that. I was in the zone. You know what? That was me coming off hot on a situation because I've seen a lot of comments elsewhere that were just like fucking, I was like, oh, you, so I took your comment as one of their comments. That was my bad. All right. You're not an idiot. I was heated because this whole shit like pisses me off. Right. Because I somehow get linked as if I'm involved to these things, you know, it just blows my mind. it blows my mind that like I'm still getting brought up on the daily, right? Like even Becky wasn't brought up on the daily. After a while, they stopped talking about her mostly until she like and this is the thing. She wasn't brought up on the daily, and her whole thing was talking shit on them every day. So she was actively going out of her way to talk shit about the LCU, and fucking she didn't get talked about every day. But there has not been a single day since I've left that someone in that fucking place hasn't brought up my name and attached it to something I had nothing to do with. It's crazy. It's insane. Right? And Tommy said that he ran me off. He didn't run me off. Dude, we took him to school in that debate. And then he dropped the F slur, and then everyone was like, "Oh, he's based, so he won." Like, no. Okay, bro, like we actually took him to school. He was like, "I wasn't taking it seriously." I'm like, "Why were you there then?" Also, I found it convenient, right? How he took the L, and then all of a sudden he has an 8-year beef with Billy. No. It's just you took the L, and the only way out of that is to act petty, right? He's not an idiot. He's very smart. He knows what... I don't think he's had this beef for 8 years, like, at all. I really don't. But I think that was the easiest way to get out of him taking that L. You know? I'm a moneymaker. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't even think I'm interesting. The thing is like no one talks about what I'm doing here, because like what I'm doing here is like I'm streaming, right? Like I'm not doing a show, I'm not doing a, I'm not doing anything, right? Like this isn't controversial over here. They're not even like they're not even saying like Rastov is doing this now. Rastov is doing X, Y, and Z now. It's he did this. He was responsible for this. When this happened here, it was him. Like it just makes no sense. I'm basically the boogeyman at this point. And again, that's like I'm not talking about Keem at all in this situation, right? Because like he was pissed when I left. Makes sense. He was just mad. He says shit when he's mad. But it's the other hosts, right? Even Tech Protect on Crypt today, I like tuned in for a second, and then he's saying that I was in there fucking like making Rewind worse, bro. Maybe if it was my fault, hey, but if it was my fault, then it would change a lot of the way that shit went down, and I just don't think it was. I want to go back to being a viewer, and I want to go back to enjoying it. But like every time I like tune into one of these shows and my name gets brought up, I'm like, bro, is this really all you have to talk about little old me? I didn't do anything. The idea that I was in Billy's ear. Billy the Fridge, you need to get rid of Xylee. Even though I was talking to Xylee more, right? I'll talk to her way more at the time. It makes no sense. But people just, because I'm not there, they get to make up whatever they want, I'm Darth Vader. Damn, you right. It's just one of those things. It's like I'm out of it now, right? So like they can just say whatever the fuck they want, and the truth doesn't matter anymore, And I guess that's on me, right? Because like that's something I can't really do much in relation, like I can't do anything about that. I just have to sit here and hear about it and then see it and be like, well, fuck, Mooch said Billy and Xylee splitting on Rewind started the downfall of the LCU. Yeah, it's I honestly believe that was the beginning of Ragnarok. I do. Because the idea of like a Rewind show, right? That's so you've got let's just put it out there, right? All these shows, all drama, right? The recap show is meant to be the hub. It's meant to be the hub. It's meant not the hub they're talking about at the moment, right? It's meant to be the place that everybody goes, the neutral zone where everyone goes and watches and talks about what was going on everywhere else, right? If you destroy the hub, no one has anywhere to go. So it's, you know, and then that's when it becomes anarchy. Everybody tries to start like cannibalizing this and this and this and this and this, you know, and it sucks. And then to try and blame me for that, it's just so dumb. Volk said, are the Batgirl videos real? I mean, she said on Cafe, it's all real. Nothing. She said on Cafe, nothing that, like, she didn't say anything was fake. It's all real. Yeah. It's one of those things. It is one of those things. I find it interesting. I do find it interesting. I hope we can get to a point where, like, I'm not the fucking boogeyman, so I can actually go back to just watching and enjoying what I used to love. You know? Because there's the different elements of the LCU that I like. Yeah. What? It's just the fact that, like, my name keeps getting brought up and I'm this fucking evil boogeyman. It's just crazy. You know? And it's weird, like, because everything contradicts everything else, right? On the one hand, right, everyone's like, oh, Billy the Fridge is super stubborn. He's super hard-headed. But on the other hand, it's like, no, it was Rastov pulling the strings the whole time. He was the man behind the mask. We just didn't notice. Which is it? Is he super hard-headed? And is he, like, you know, is he really stubborn? Or am I got my hand up his ass and working his mouth like a puppet, right? Like, you can't have it both ways. But the thing is no one gives a fuck enough to be like, actually, logically, this doesn't make sense. Yeah. Kiki Dawn said, I can't believe Tommy told her to get a second job and threw a hissy over her having a second show. Bro. I tuned in, right? She's crying, like, I can't afford this anymore. And I was like, are you serious? I have noticed that a lot of people that watch Cafe are LCU haters. It's very weird. Like, it's a little hate mob. You know? And the thing is I still get somebody on every single one of my videos and streams that comes over and leaves a comment saying Tommy CW. Every day without fail. Right? They go on every, I think they go on every LCU stream. Anything related to me and Billy, they put Tommy CW on every comment, like every video, every single one. You know? It's just like, you know, I get it. It's the DSP effect for Cafe. You're right, Jules. It is. Volk said Cafe seems to be ironically an anti-LCU show. Well, I mean, like, you can't talk shit about what you don't know. He doesn't watch anything. He doesn't know anything. He relies on his docket team to give him clips. Captain Shotgun said, I would be dead from all this stress. Like, wow, you deal with a lot. Not anymore. I'm not stressed anymore at all. There was a lot of stress that we had and since we left, but, like, compared to being in it, way different. Way different. V Cortez said, Rastov, you should have Keem on your stream to talk. We already talked. We had a great conversation. You know, I'm very appreciative of the conversation that we had. You know, it felt really good to actually fucking clear the air and hear his side and, you know, have Mike there making jokes as well. Like, it was just nice. You know, after we had that conversation, any, like, anger that I had, I kind of let it go. Because I understood why he was so mad. I understood why he did what he did, right? And I get that from the outside, people are going to be like, you shouldn't forgive him. I'm like, that you know, that's for me to decide whether or not, like, I let it go, right? I'm just grateful. You know, I'm just grateful that he was willing to have the conversation, you know? Sharkbait said the Cafe docket team hated you hard. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Because of the Ken thing. Which was fake. which Ken and I drummed it up to help his show, and he ran it too long. So, you know, it is what it is. And it's one of those things where, like, you hate somebody for so long, and they hated me for so long, right? That when they found out it was fake, they were just like, well, I guess I'm just going to keep hating him. There's no reason to stop thinking he's a douche. You know? I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things going on at the moment. I was mostly more excited about the intro today. I can't lie. I spent so much time on that. I spent all of the time that I would normally spend looking stuff up to maybe talk about. But I guess, like, another thing is, do you think that networks like this, because Keem's the first one to ever do something like this, right? Do you think that this is, because I still think that in 5 years' time that you're going to see a bunch of networks like this, right? And it's like he said, he's writing the book on it. He is, because he's the first one to ever do something. But I honestly think that there's more, because you see, like, and it's funny to watch because you see all of these other little these people that have tried to go in and be hosts. All of a sudden they start they start trying to create their own little small networks of creators and stuff like that, you know. And then they have their own little internal dramas, which usually goes really wrong and involves like doxing and shit like that. And it's like, okay, bro, you know. I still think that he started something that's going to change the way that that this whole content thing goes, you know, and I think that's cool. I honestly think in 5 years' time you're going to see a bunch of different networks like this. I think I don't know if they'll have as many like shows, but I think he's shown how powerful the redirect can be. You know, because now like at the moment, right? Most people that redirect to places, they will just, I don't know. They'll just redirect to like their mates and stuff like me, you know, like if you know, I have a bunch of like, you know, people that I will redirect to, but I think he's shown that like how powerful it is to send it around in a 24 circuit, right? So I think he's definitely changed the landscape of how this kind of thing works. And I honestly think in 5 years, but like, do you guys think it's going to be? Because I mean, it's easy for me to say that, right? Because I was on the inside. But do you guys think that from the outside? Do you think it's going to be there in 5 years? Sapphire said, "I think so too. A new way to stream." Weaver says, "Whether he succeeds or not will give us insight on the future of this type of network. The other ones started have all gone tits up." I think. Well, then you have to talk about what does success look like, right? Because the goal was to create a circuit of 24-hour shows. You know, most of the mainstay shows were in the top 100 of like super chatted shows in the world. Or was it US? It was one of them. They were in the top 100 for like I think it was all year, right? It's a lot. You know, so I think you have to decide what success looks like, because in my opinion, I feel like it already succeeded. And I think part of it is like it already succeeded. Now what? You know, the goal is achieved. Now what? Do you focus on shows getting as many views as possible? Do you focus on them making as much money as possible? Like I don't know what the future looks like. You know, but he had a plan. And he executed the plan. Cassie Punk said, "Rastov, what are your thoughts on Denmark quitting?" He already quit before. I don't know if it's real. Who knows? Maybe. Maya said, "Was Mrs. Rastov happy you left Lolcow behind you?" Yes. Very, very happy, because like she wasn't enjoying how stressed out I was, and it was making me more angry. You know, Diogo said YouTube is changing a lot. In 4 years, it will have the Oscars. In that period, a lot will change. What Keemstar does for a living won't work anymore. I think YouTube will clean up and get rid of it. Powerhead said Keem makes his network work because he has good, trustworthy people to help. Failed networks were largely clicks that blew up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like in the beginning, like he brought in his friends, you know, people that understood how he operated, how he worked. And that's cool. Like, I got an opportunity too, which is cool. Mooch said, even when you did balls and had fun, you seemed mega stressed, so it was not great as a viewer to see someone you're a fan of stressing so hard. I mean, balls, the stress from balls came from the fact that, like, it constantly had a target on it of, like, I don't like this show. I don't want this show in my network, right? Ravenheart said, I'm in Scotland. I'm watching the NZ Traitors. Made me think of you, so I thought I'd check in. I hope you're doing all good. You know, I hope you're doing all good. It's the thing is I feel like Balls could have been that, like I mean, Balls was a fantastic, like, show, right? We It needed refinement, but I feel like we were constantly battling changing the audience, constantly battling the time, constantly battling, like, the fact that, like, everybody shit on doing AI stuff, and then all of a sudden everyone was doing AI stuff. Like, it's just stuff like that, right? So I feel like we never got a chance to refine it because we were constantly trying to adjust. Weaver said Kim wanted to kick balls in the balls. I mean, it's a drama network, and it was a no drama show, right? You know, it was a no drama show, but that was the point, right? That's why I wanted it. I wanted to be the palate cleanser so people could continue watching drama. You know, but I also kind of get it. You can't have, like, you know, a show that's not drama be more popular than the drama shows in a drama network, right? I get it, but, you know, I also really had fun on it. It was great. He wanted to put your mama and me together, right? He tested that out before I went to America. Would have been interesting, but I don't know, man. At the time, no one liked your mama, so, like, he wouldn't have made any money. Weaver said drama gets exhausting. It's mentally draining for most people. Yeah, it's nice to go and, like, watch other drama, right? The reason that people like drama is because it takes away from what they have going on in their own life, right? If you're watching a train wreck somewhere else, you're not watching the train wreck that's in your living room, you know? And so, you know, if it's too much, sometimes if you get too involved, the drama you're watching starts feeling like your own drama, and then it kind of stresses you out a lot, you know? So you need that palate cleanser to refresh you. That's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not an expert in this by any means, but that's just how I feel. Mooch said the 2K selling of the redirect I will never forget. Too hilarious. Fuck. The fact that, like, that was the day that, like, Becky came back and we had no idea. Everyone thought that shit was a work, by the way. Everyone thought that shit was a work, but it was not, I promise you. Like, I really, I promise we didn't know. Carlos said, my life already a train wreck. Why would I need to watch another train wreck? Well, sometimes seeing someone else's train wreck takes your mind off of your own one, you know? It's why people watch, books. Hey, Roxonics became elite. Thank you. We'll get you on that wall once you get in the Discord. Appreciate you. You know, it's why people read books, you know, watch TV shows, play video games, right? Because these are different worlds that you can go and escape into that aren't your own. You know, and it's an interesting thought, right? Because I was always like, when I was younger, was criticized for the amount of games I was playing, right? You know, my mother would always be, you play too many video games. It's like, well, she's sitting there with, like, fucking Keeping Up with the Kardashians on the TV. I'm like, okay, right. The thing about like books, movies, games, right? In a book, the writer creates the world, they create the characters, but you get to visualize them, right? So you create what the visuals look like. A lot of people that so people that I know that read books, usually, and this is not a blanket statement, but the people that I know that read books, some of them try to visualize it based on whatever the writer has put in the book, but others will try and visualize themselves in the book and the people around them, right? So they'll change the characters and they'll think about them as like themselves being the main character or someone they know being in there, or role playing in a Discord. Yeah. Right. With movies and TV shows, they've created the story. And they've created the characters and they've shown you how it's going to look. They've shown you, right? So all you need to do is sit down and watch, right? They've created what all the characters are going to do. The thing I like about video games is that the people that have made the video games have created the world, they've created the visuals, but they've given control of what happens in it to you, right? You don't get that in books. It's a set path. From page 1 to the final page, the story carries on. Right? Same with the TV show, same with the movies. I like this. This is why I like story games. Because most of the time, and this isn't for every game, right? Some games are just like visual books. You know, that's fine. You think of a game like an open world game like Skyrim. They've created a world. They've created the visuals. They've given you a story to follow. You could fuck off and go fish. You could fuck off and go hunt. You can go like rob a store, right? You get to control what the character does. I love the ability to mold the story. You can create your own story in someone else's story, right? That's why video games are so cool. You don't get that freedom in movies. You don't get that freedom in books. Volk said, have you ever read a choose your own adventure book? I used to read Goosebumps all the time as a kid. All the time. Like I would read it. I would go back and pick different options. Like it would, yeah, it was, I used to love that kind of stuff. I love the ability to choose and dictate how it's going, you know? Beaver Nug said, my son is a game designer currently working on Clockwork Revolution. Oh, that's cool. Weaver said, I bought Skyrim so many times, every console and on PC. It's a good game. It's a fantastic game. The fact that like other people have now gone out of their way to change the way that these stories can be told by creating mods, right? They've created their own add-on packs and like all that stuff, right? So video games, in some games, right, the story and the characters and all that's laid out for you and you just follow the path, and that's cool too. Right? But you're still choosing to walk down that path. If you start a Final Fantasy game, right? If you start a Final Fantasy game and you just don't move, nothing happens. If you choose to walk to the left and it's telling you to go to the right, there's not a lot that's going to happen in a game like that. But in a game like Skyrim, you can go anywhere. You know, you get to create your own movie. You get to create your own book, essentially. And that's why I love games. So it used to piss me off when I was a kid, when I was younger, because I would have people that would read books and watch TV being like, oh, you shouldn't play so many games. It's bad for you. I'm like, I'm not sitting there like killing people with in Call of Duty and shit like that all the time. Now, I did play a little bit, but mostly it was stories because I just love stories, and the way that I consume stories was different. You know, even a simple game like the old Pokemon, right? Yes, you go from the first gym to the last gym to the Elite Four, fine. But you choose the Pokemon that are in there. Thank you, Dingy. Said, energy, people. Yeah. I find this kind of stuff interesting to talk about, right? You know, it's a set story. You're going to set places, but you're choosing how it works. You get to choose the Pokemon that you've got in your thing. You know, I like it. I like it a lot. I love games. I think that giving you the ability to tell the story is a really cool thing. Weaver said, if you walk left instead of going right, suddenly you're a vampire and need to get the cure. Yep. That's why I love Dungeons and Dragons, right? Because that's like a combination of both. You know, you got this dungeon master that sets up this entire story, right? The old wizard walks up to you and says, "Adventurers, I've lost an orb. I need you to go and find it, and if you find it, you can keep the rest of the treasure, and I will pay you 100 gold apiece." And the rogue says, "I stab him." And the wizard dies. Now you can do whatever the fuck you want. The guy telling you to go get the orb, you can go get the orb and keep that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's the freedom of choice in these games is what makes them so fucking awesome. Because how many times are you watching a movie and you're like, don't go in that door. Oh, look, the guy's right over there. Like, if you could take control of the movie character for a second and do what you want to do, that's a video game, man. That's a video game. Volk said, I had an entire set of D&D Choose Your Own Adventure books as a kid. That's what I was thinking of. Dude, I would have loved that shit as a kid. I only ever had like Goosebumps. Oh, see me in a box. Been a member for a month. Said power back on. Damn, you knocked the power out? You didn't want to watch that bad? Fuck. You know you don't have to click on it, right? If you don't want to watch me, you don't have to take out your entire power board. Carlos said, God damn, you making me want a text-based roleplay. There's websites and stuff that you can do that on for sure. Now, Tom made a comment. All right. Said they're talking about you on live. Boogie saying you destroy Billy's mental health. I've been baited by you before, motherfucker. So if that is true, I don't care. You baited me last time. I'm not falling for it again. I'm not falling for it again. Izzy Bow said, choices matter is one of my favorite categories on Steam. Dude. You remember playing the Walking Dead, the Telltale Walking Dead games? Right? Clementine will remember this. You remember the first time that shit popped up and you were like, what's she going to remember? What did I just do? Nom Nom said, can confirm it's a bait. Yeah, see, Nom Nom's my guy. I didn't listen to Nom Nom last time. Right? So and often if choices mattered, they never really told you that the choices actually mattered. But that just the fact that it popped up saying Clementine will remember that. It literally it's a simple fucking line of text that changed the entire way you played the game. Right? Because I remember that the first decision you make, right? I was just like, yeah, you know, I'll pick an option. She will remember this. I'm like, oh fuck, I need to be way more careful with what I decide to choose. You know? And sometimes they catch you because they'll say, you know, this person will remember that, and then they die like fucking next frame. You know? And so like it also gives you the sense of discomfort of like, oh my God, this character is also like, is going to be around to remember this. Okay. And then they die and you're like, but I thought they were going to remember what the fuck was going on. Like it's really cool because a lot of people feel like they don't have choices in life. I can't quit my job because I can't afford to, you know, I have to stay with this person because X, Y, and Z. I have to be friends with this person because if I'm not, I don't get to be friends with all these other people. You know? And so this is why games are so good, because they give you what you need when you need it. And sometimes, like, some people just want to jump into League of Legends and go, like, you know, fight to win, you know, and that's good too. Sometimes sometimes it is actually just fun. Sometimes it just actually is fun. But a lot of times it's because you're trying to get something out of the game that you don't have in life. You know? You don't have choice, so you go play a lot of choice games so you can dictate. You can dictate what's going on. You know? Could be as simple as playing like the Call of Duty story or some shit like that and saving somebody in there because you couldn't save someone, right? Like that's the beautiful thing of games. Now, does that necessarily mean that it helps you process what you're dealing with? Not necessarily, but sometimes it does. You know, Expedition 33, a game heavily based in loss. You're going through something at the moment, loss related. That's a game that might help you process the feelings of some of that shit because they dive into the who's and what's and where's and why's, right? It's one of those things. And that's why I love games so much. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, right? He's a real friend. He's a real friend. They're like, you guys obviously know in the LCU they have David Jaffe, right? And how a lot of people don't like David Jaffe. They shit on him. They treat him like crap. They basically say he's a piece of shit, all this other stuff, right? I asked my friend, who had no idea what the LCU was, right? And I was like, do you know who David Jaffe is? And he was like, are you talking about the fucking legendary God of War guy? The guy that, like, you know, changed mine and my friends' childhoods by making that fucking game? And I was like, yeah, you know that? Like, you know him? And he was like, yeah, that guy, you know, that guy changed the way that, like, changed the fucking the foundation of video games and shit like that, you know? I'm like, yeah, I like flexed. I was like, yeah, I know him. I know him. He's like, what? You know David Jaffe? I was like, yeah, I know David Jaffe. You know, and so it's such a weird, like, juxtaposition of, like, looking that in this drama community, David Jaffe is looked at as this weirdo, but in the community of, like, games and gamers and people that have been playing games for a long fucking time, he is this, like, oh, say the Jaffe, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that these things have, like, overlapped is nuts. It's actually it's crazy to me, right? So he was like, bro, you need to introduce me. I'm like, chill, dude, chill. It's not like that. Don't make it weird. I'm just saying I know him. All right, I know him. You know, and then it starts asking me all these questions. Like, oh, you know, like, how do you know him? Like, blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, everyone shits on him. Everyone like calls him creepy, and they're like, he's like, who do I gotta fight? Who do I gotta fight? Like, Jaffe changed my childhood, you know, like, it's one of those things that one community doesn't give a fuck about him. But this other community that appreciates him, right? He's this, like, you know, Weaver said you know him and he watches your streams. See, that's crazy, right? To some people, that's nuts. That's how I felt when he first joined the LCU, right? I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, I remember jumping up, feeling all nervous as shit, right? Talking to him about, like, how his fucking game actually changed my childhood because I was this fucking powerless kid that couldn't help his dad, and yet his game made me feel powerful when I felt weak, you know? It's one of those things. Joe said respectfully is kind of creepy, but he's also a legend, you know? He's actually a legend. That's how my friend referred to him. He's like, are you talking about the legendary God of War creator, David Jaffe? I was like, yes, that guy. Right? Captain Shotgun said, that's how I felt with Dad. It was so weird seeing him on. But and that's like, that's what I find interesting about the world as well, right? Like if I bumped into a random actor and I kind of knew who they were, like I wouldn't ask for a photo. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, you know, like if I ended up talking to them, I would just be like, oh, it's nice to meet you, you know? But if I ran into like Day 9, for example, if I ran into him, I'd be like, oh my God, it's Subplot Day 9, like I can't, you know, like that's the sort of dude that I'd be like, fuck me, like that's Day 9. Whereas like most people wouldn't know the fuck he is. But I'd be like, oh my God, that's Day 9. You know, and I think it's cool, right? Because like somebody's popularity, I mean, it comes from the people, you know? Like 10 different people could do the exact same thing, but if one is more likable, that person's probably going to be more successful. Now, if one of them's way more controversial, that guy's probably going to be even more successful than everybody else because the controversy is usually like draws more eyes. Isabel said, Dad's also a streamer I like. I was confused when I saw he was on. He's so wholesome. Yeah, I redirected to him one time, but I don't think he noticed, so. But yeah, I like Dad. He's a very cool guy. But you know, we might.
At Control Alt Delos Super Chatted 4.99. Trying to upgrade my membership from the free one but can't figure it out. I might have to wait 5 days lol.
That's okay, Della. It's all good. I appreciate you anyway. You know, so I find a lot of these things very interesting. Jules said Dad didn't just didn't belong in the LCU, which isn't a bad thing by any means. I felt really responsible when he left. I felt horrible about it. You know, because like I was the one that explained to him what it was, and he was real apprehensive about doing it, and I just felt guilty. Because I was like, fuck, I didn't sell it to him well enough. You know, I know that he was bothered by a lot of the things that got said and did. It's, yeah, you know, but I hope he's happy and doing well now. So it's just one of those things I just felt bad about, you know. I was like, damn, you know, maybe if I had explained it to him differently or like managed his expectations better, then maybe he would have stayed. But one of the funniest things was like when he was at 4 a.m. and then was it 4 or 2? He was at one of the late night time slots and then he quit because he couldn't do the slot, left Reaper, and then came back on a different show like 2 days later. I always found that funny. I was like, bro, it's like if you didn't like Xylee, you could have just said something. Joe said you shouldn't feel guilty about it at the time. He just needed a quick gig after what happened with iDubbbz. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, upgrading memberships works better on a computer. For some reason on mobile, it's just all fucky. You know, it's interesting. How have you guys felt about the off the cuff discussions today? Like none of these, like these are all things that I've just like had randomly floating around in my head. I didn't plan about talking to them. I didn't plan on talking about them. You know, I didn't write anything down. I just, you know, it's just stuff that was on my mind that I was talking about. Do you prefer this or do you prefer like the planned out topics? Let's do a poll. 71% like the intro, so I guess we're going to keep the intro. That's good. Jules said, I enjoy it. Feels like a hangout session. Yeah. Yeah. Feels good. It actually does feel good. I enjoy this kind of thing a lot. Seaman in the Box said 50-50. Do you like some planned stuff, but some off the cuff stuff? That's fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. I was very busy, you know, making the intro stuff, so I couldn't. I'm sorry, I could only please you 50% of the way today. You like both? No, it makes sense. I like both too. I like having like planned stuff to talk about. Like when we talked about what are we talking about? quitting. When we talked about quitting last week and I planned out like the structure of how I was going to talk, like the stuff I was going to talk about, you know, I really like, I enjoyed that stream a lot, you know, because I planned out everything, all the little talking points. And yeah, I had a lot of fun in that stream. I don't know how, like, it ended up devolving into you guys trolling me with the fucking TTS, but I still really enjoyed it. I don't know. I wanna see how you guys feel. What do you prefer? Planned content? Off the cuff? Hangout? Or a bit of both? A bit of both? A bit of both? A bit of both. All right, let's do a little bit of both, shall we? One thing that I do need to remind you of is we have a new section on the website, which I'm hoping a lot of you will actually take part in. If it loads. Here we go. Now it's loaded. We took away the anonymity because some of the shit you guys were saying was crazy. We have this one time where you can go in and write a story and submit it, and I will read it. And I will replace the people in the story with random members. So, yeah, definitely go on to rastov.co, and if you've got a story that you want to share, preferably like a longer, like multiple paragraphs, right? Multiple paragraphs would be good. Feel free to jump on and do that, and I'll definitely try and read some of your stories out. Let me see if we actually have any stories, any actual stories that are there. Let's see. Because I know some of the crazy shit that that was going on. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay, some of the shit that you guys have written on here is really fucking silly. Okay. So what happens is, based on the story that you write, it will give you it will basically put a vibe on it, whether or not it's a funny story, a scary story, like a romance story, that sort of thing. Vox said preferably not just the script from the top 100 P-Hub videos. Bro, step bro, I'm stuck in the dryer is crazy. I mean, dude, like you want to go? I'm gonna be honest, dude. The whole P videos thing creeps me the fuck out. Like that is fucking gross. I don't think I could ever be in. Like, it's gonna change the way I like see. If I see you pee or see you pee on someone, that shit's gonna change the way I think about you forever. Probably not in a good way. It's if you're into that, cool. I don't want to ever see it. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't. Never, ever, 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 ever want to see that shit. I'm having a bad hair day. Some days my hair looks awesome, and some days it looks like I just got out of bed. I didn't just get out of bed, but it's not doing what I need it to do today, and life sucks. Oh, that's so much worse. Why is it so bad today? Nope. Much better. All right. Now we're wearing a cool hat. It's cool hat stuff. I like it. Alex with the gifted. That is, I honestly appreciate any gifteds that you guys do give. Because it's been over a month now, a lot of them are falling off, so people are losing their Discord access. You know, so if you were thinking about super chatting, honestly, if you wanna give some members, that would be my preference. Because you know, the more people we can kind of get back into the Discord, the better. You know, because not everyone can afford to get in, and we have to keep it locked down like that, just for safety reasons. Honestly, now I look like an '80s porn star. I've come to get peed on. No. Let's see. Turn the hat backwards and bring back the 1990s. All right, I got you, bro. I got you. Oh, God, no. It's all gone horribly wrong. Wait. No, this is not the right hat for this. This is not the right hat for this at all. Alex said, if you beat Danny's score in Pachinko, I will give 50 members. Bro, don't tempt me with that shit again. I can't. Hold on. What is his score first? Let me have a look. Let me see if it's even worth trying. If he's got some crazy fucking score, okay, there's just no way. And is it in one try? What? Like, what's Danny's score? 70K? How the fuck did he get 70K? Dude, there's no way this shit's gonna work, okay? You know what? Fuck it. At this point, let's give it a try. I got nothing else to talk about. All right, you want to throw down, Alex? All right, here we go. 70K, baby. Okay, well, we're not off to a great start. Okay. Now, the thing is I know some of you, all right, will just sit and wait for the little snow thingy. Oh, shit. I mean, that wasn't, yeah, I ain't getting 70K. Oh, God, wait, there's multipliers now? Oh, please, no. Oh, dude, that would have been so good. Fuck, okay. I don't think we're getting 70K, but you never know. Both of my legend balls have been used up now. I think it's Jova. You kind of got to wait for like you kind of have to wait for the power-ups to go like 2 times and then shoot the legend ball. All right, come on, my Alex. Come on, Alex. No, dude, you fucked me, Alex. You fucked me so hard. You bent me over and destroyed me. No, dude, I'm not even going to crack the leaderboard with this run. This is so bad. I know you fuckers literally spend the whole weekend, right? Oh, there's this new feature if you haven't seen, right? It's called Stack, where it lets you stack 5 balls at once. Oh, shit. Stack. Let's go. 2 times. Okay, all right. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's go. Okay. We just got to get real lucky, all right? We got to get real lucky. Oh, wait. Fuck. No. Stack. Go. Wait, no, none of the 2 times are there. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter because it's on the screen. You don't actually have to hit the 2 times. All right, go, Mr. Boom Boom Pow. All right. Dude, there is no way I'm getting fucking 70K. The fact that you got 70K is insane to me. All right, here we go. No, please don't. Oh, God, it used 2 fucking... All right, I think I'm cooked. I think I'm actually cooked at this point. Come on. Go. Yeah, somehow I don't think it's going to work out the way that I want it to. Now, if I really wanted to try and win this shit, bro, I could take some time, you know, and I would obviously get like 100K, no problem. How the fuck was I ever gonna beat 70k? How did you even get 70k? I'm convinced that fucking like Danny literally cheats, bro. He's actually a little big old cheater. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You gotta win it for me. Please. Nah. Oh, dude, if that had landed in the hundo. All right, we've only got 3 balls left. All right, come on. Nothing but net, baby. Nothing but nothing. Never mind. Look, 32 is a respectable fucking respectable thing. Not even on, dude, not even on the top fucking 10, bro. Not even on the top 10. Like, Danny obviously stacked up some big money, right? He stacked up some big fucking money. Oh, wrong one. No, wrong one. There we go. He stacked up some fucking big... He must have had a massive stack on a 2 times. That's the only way it could have happened. Like, literally, he would have had to have gotten lucky. So, unfortunately, I didn't get 70k. So, no 50 gifties for me. But, I mean, I guess I'll cry myself to sleep, you know? That's a good consolation prize, right? If I just cry myself to sleep because I couldn't get the gifties. But I do have songs for 10, 20, and 50 if you do feel so inclined. Although I need to check them, so I don't know if I don't think it's the right songs. I'm now 11th. Hey, almost on the board, baby. Almost on the board. I kind of want to try it again. I can't lie. Oh my God. Oh, bro, you'll give another try, really? If I crack the top 10, you'll give 20. If I crack the top 5, you give 50? Bro. All right, I'm gonna lock in for this though, okay? I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Okay, you don't even know. We locking the fuck in. God damn it, we ain't locking in. Dude, this is the worst fucking start like possible. Dude, you fucked me, Dio. You fucked me. All right, come on. I need the 2 times right now. I need the 2 times right now. Give me the 2 times. Give me the 2 times. Give me the 2 times. Come on, give me the 2 times, man. Give me the 2 times. I need the 2 times. All right, look, we're doing Danny styles, right? I know this is exactly how he won this game too. 100% this is how he won the game. I need the goddamn 2 times, all right? I need this shit. We gonna stack them up. We gonna stack them up. Look at this shit. All right, come on, give me the 2 times. Look, you only get 2 times by hitting 3 100s? Fuck! All right, well, in that case, let's just see how we go. All right, stack them up. Stack them up. Let's go. I thought it was a random thing that happened. So there's actual like method to the madness. Okay. So if you hit 3 fucking hundos in a row, that's how you get the 2 times. Okay. So maybe Danny's been doing some he's been doing some cheatsy doodles. Fuck off, bro. That's so dumb. I hate that little spinny one. I hate that spinny one. Yeah, somehow I don't think I'm cracking into the top 10 this time. God damn it. Oh, there's one. All right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, god damn it. All right, there's 2. All right, please. First one has to go into the hundos. It literally broke my streak. Son of a bitch. No! Yeah, this may not go the way. You know what? Fuck it. At this point, I think I'm fucked. So let's just rack them instead. No! What a waste! Wait. Go. Go. Get to 2 times. Okay. You know, this may not have gone the way that I wanted it to go. Nope. Dude, I think this is gonna be worse than last time. Alright, there's one. Okay. No. Oh, geez. Oh, there's 2. Alright, here we go. No. Son of a bitch. Alright, come on, Gutsu. Alright, there's 1. Dude, I'm fucking so cooked, bro. Please. No, it's over. I don't think I would have to get so lucky at this point. Alright, there's 1. We got some balls left. Fuck's sake. Okay. Space Girl, no. Okay, wait. No. Yeah, I think it's over. I mean, you know, I could get lucky. There is a chance I could get lucky, but I don't. Yeah, there's one. All right, if I get 1 more, please, in the 100. No, it's gonna get knocked out. Wait. No, not the other one. Fuck. Okay, look, I may have gotten too distracted, okay? Oh my god. Dude, this game... Alright. Every time there's like a potentially good multiplier, it Nah! Wait. Okay. 1 more. Here we go. You son of a bitch, man. I swear to God. I keep getting 2 and then getting screwed. Well, I don't think it's possible at this point, but you never know, right? I don't think it's possible. Not unless some like crazy shenanigans happen, but I think it's basically over. Dude, Mrs. Rastov about to slide into Alex's DMs is crazy. I did worse than last time. Bro. I didn't even Okay, look, it was my own fault. I didn't know that you needed 3 to get the 2 times, okay? So, like, that was my bad. Okay, that was my bad. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes in curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Some bullshit is what this is. You know what? This is what I need right now. Thank you for the gifted nom nom. I appreciate you, buddy. We'll take the consolation prize. I just need to sit with this for a minute. What? Hold on, bro. You didn't... I gotta play you this. Oh, please be the right song. please be the right song. It's probably not going to be the right. I'm going to play the song. Thank you, Alex.
That was 50 gifted members. That's insane. You are amazing. Thank them if you got one. Drop them if you got them. Praise them in the chat. I'm about to finish. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Kevin James! That was done!
It was the right song. Yes. Thank you, bro. I honestly thought after the amount of time it took me to make that song, the amount of time it took me to make that song, I was never going to hear it. So thank you so much, bro. Oh my, you didn't have to do that. Billy got one. Hey, we'll see you in the Discord, brother. It would be rude of him to not join now. Though, if he does join the Discord, they are definitely going to say I'm trying to steal him. But you cannot steal what is already mine. Oh my God, thank you. What did you think of this song? It took me a long time to make these, by the way, because none of them came out the way that I wanted. And then every now and then you get this nice little drop of coolness. Oh, thank you, brother. That means a lot. Fuck. Did you like the song? Was it? Oh my God, the Twitter gift! Fucking hell, bro. This is probably gonna be the wrong one, but let's play it anyway. Thank you, brother.
Someone dropped 20 gifted.
Nope, that's the wrong song. Is it the? Hold on. I think this is the wrong song. Let me fucking. I think that's. Hold on 1 second. Uno momento. Is it this one? No. Oh, it is. It's meant to be this one, right? Okay, it's meant to be this one. All right, let me get the right one. Let me get the right one. I will get you your song. I will get you your song. No. So I went through a lot of... 20 was the hardest one for me to get, okay? Oh my God, thank you so much, brother. All right, let me get the right song. Here we go. Okay, this should be the right... All right, let me get the right one. Okay.
Someone dropped 20 gifted. That's 210 bombs. It's also 4 or 5 bombs. So many lucky members get to sing this song. Can't believe we're so lucky.
Is that the wrong song? I thought there was a better one than that. Hold on. Is it this one?
Someone dropped 20 gifted. That's 210 bombs. It's also 4 or 5 bombs. So many lucky members get to sing this song.
Nope, it must have been the right one. You gifted 10 as well? Dude, are we speed running all the goddamn songs, man? Oh my God. Okay, all right, we gotta play the 10s. Please be the right fucking 10 song, for the love of God. Okay.
Someone dropped 20.
Nope, wrong song. Hold on. Fuck's sake. Dude, I fucked up a lot of the names. Where is it? Let me find the right song. It was all supposed to automatically play, but thank you for the 10 bomb, brother. Let me find. Is it this one? It's not that one. Why is it not fucking work? Hold on. It must be this one, right? No, this one.
Someone dropped 10 gifted.
That's 2 5 bombs.
10 lucky people get to sing this song. That's 2 5 bombs. 10 lucky people get to sing this song. Thank 'em, spank 'em.
That's right. Thank him and spank him. It was not easy making these. They never came out good. Alex said that's 80 new members for Rastov. I hope they all join the Discord. I hope they all join the Discord too. Okay, I want to see you guys in there. Oh, thank you. Again, thank you, brother. Trying to make me work. Yeah, make me work. Bro, okay. The funniest thing is we're literally sitting at 99 members. That's nuts. Thank you so much. Honestly, bro, like it means a lot. It I don't even. Oh, I mean, it really does. I just. Oh my. Oh, you hit Caveman. I love that guy. Caveman's a good dude. Thank you, Alex, for the one. You know what, bro? Like, I'm just gonna play you to 50 again because you deserve it. Okay.
That was 50 gifted members. That's insane. You are amazing.
And I'm not with the gifted.
One. Drop them if you got them. Praise them in the chat. I'm about to finish. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Kevin James! That one done!
My God. I am about to finish. Oh my God. Irish Maniac said, this is so bittersweet for me, to be honest, but you've always been my favorite and I'll follow you wherever. I appreciate that a lot. It's bittersweet for me as well. You know, it really is. You know, I'm grateful that having left, you know, I get as many of you watching and the support that I do, like it means a shitload. You know, but there is a part of me that is super sad about having to leave, man. Like we're going to make the best of a situation that we're in. But, you know, I can't lie either. You know, it was a big part of my life for a whole year, you know, a whole year. It was a very awesome year. Met a lot of cool people, met a lot of assholes, you know. So the fact that you guys are here with me now, I'm just very grateful. And I'm going to keep trying to give you reasons to show up every day. Sometimes I'm going to fail, okay? But you're going to have to just forgive me for that, okay? Because, like, I'm human. Failure is a part of it. I don't like failing. Failing sucks. Alex said, also can't wait for my avatar. Talk to Mr. Boom Boom Power for it. Yes! Dude, we going to get you in this intro. All right. So far in the intro, we've got me in the front. We've got Mr. Boom Boom Pow. Okay. Then we got, I think that's Doom. Then we got Pickle, and then we got Del Morgan. Right. So we got some good people. There's still 5 more that we need to add, but we will get everybody in there. You know, they look so good, right? We brainstormed a lot of different styles. We brainstormed a lot of, you know, whether or not it should be more cartoonish, less cartoonish. Let me see if I can show you some of the different styles that we tried. So let me show you the first one that Mr. Boom Boom Pow made, right? This was the first one that came out. And what we didn't realize... What we didn't realize was that having green on the shirt means that when we do the chroma key, it actually deletes the fucking leaves. So it just looks like I had a bunch of holes in my shirt. We also had the first styling of Mr. Boom Boom Pow, which I think like he looked really good in this, you know. I think he made himself a little more muscly than he probably is in real life, but you know, fair enough. You know, we all take creative liberties when we're doing stuff. What else did we do? So then we went to I think it was PS2 was this PS2 or PS1 graphics? Dingy said high energy, low energy, we will be here. And I appreciate it, you know, like it's like I keep saying, you know, as long as you show up, I'm showing up. And if you don't show up, then I'm probably going to show up, but I'll have to go get a job. You know, so like this was the graphics that we were looking at. But then I was like, I decided I was like, nah, I'm too ugly, bro. I'm too ugly for this realistic style graphics. We need to make it more cartoony. So we made it slightly more cartoony. Oh, it was it's a lot of fun working with Boom making this stuff. Honestly, I really enjoy it, you know, because we go back and forth, and he gives ideas, and I just looked at the DM he sent me. He sent me a DM an hour and like 40 minutes ago saying, "Quit looking at our DMs. You're on stream, bro. Lock in. What are you doing? Fuck you, dickhead." Alex said, "I sent Mr. Boom Boom Power a photo of me in my karate uniform, so hopefully it looks good." Dude. Okay, that's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Yeah, so the one of the things that I really want to keep trying to do is giving people a reason, you know, to become the higher memberships if they feel like they want to, right? Because you don't have to, right? And a lot of the time you just do it because you just want to support. So I want it to feel like it was at least worth it, you know? So we'll put you in the intro. You get special powers on the website. You get your own chat. Like, you get all these different things. And as the ideas keep popping up, I'm gonna keep trying to make it better and better and better for you, you know? But in saying that, if there's things that you want, you know, that would make it more appealing, I'm down to listen. I may not always be able to accommodate, but like, I always want to hear. Feedback is like really important to me. So Captain Shotgun said, "Keeping Rastov on the straight and narrow with that message." Yep. Badger Cat said, "What's the lowest, highest level?" I think I know what you mean by that, but I have a headache right now, and that kind of fried my brain. I think you mean what's like the lowest level of the VIP section? I think that would be champion. So it goes like, Thigh Guys gets you in the Discord. Elite gets you on the wall. Champion and Legend get you in the VIP section, and then all the other things, right? Legends get slightly better perks in the games. Yeah. I think that I'm pretty sure that's what you meant, but like, I have a very bad headache right now, and I haven't taken anything for it. And I'm like, you're killing me. I was going to end the stream, but honestly, after Alex showing all that love, I'm just going to go for another fucking 45 minutes. So, yeah. Dingy said they took Sweet Tea off bus. Yeah, I know. That's kind of sad, right? Because, like, it was, you know, that was her show as well. But, you know, I think after everything I've been through over there, what I realize is, like, the show is not the channel. The show is not the name. The show is the people on it, right? So I think she was overshadowed completely. You know, being on a panel with Amberlynn Reed, she's a big deal. She's a huge name. It's not easy, you know, for Sweet Tea to be on that level. It's not easy for Scooter to be on that level, to be honest. You know? I almost feel like, you know, if Live wasn't dedicated to being like a dude show, I feel like Live would be a crazy show having Boogie, Amber, and then Wrangler, right? Steak and Albert go back to nuts, whatever. Scooter and Sweet Tea have bus. You know, I just maybe even put Iceman on bus. I don't know. There's changes I would make. I think I would put Yo Mama on Rewind with Billy. I think that would be crazy. I'll put Xylee on Cafe with Tommy C. That would be crazy. Dingy said, "Remember Keem's advice, 2 beers cure everything." Well, I mean, look, I'll take a shot. I'll take a $20 shot, but I don't want to. Maybe it'll cure my headache. I don't know. Remember to check the AI slop after I'm done. You've been working on your AI magic. Parrot said, "If Live is going to be stunts, go full Dudesons." Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard. Like, even when I was on the show, bro, trying to get people to talk about stuff was tough. Right? And yeah, Booster that just talked too much about shit no one gave a fuck about, right? It's I don't know. There's a part of me that misses it. There's a big part of me that kind of misses it. But there's a part of me that also remembers that it was fucking tough going, you know? So I'm happy where I am now. Corn said, have you tried jerking it, Rasty? That works to get rid of a headache. I mean, not right now. I could, but I feel like that would create another problem that I don't necessarily know if I'm ready to take care of. Parent said, bro, imagine trying to wrangle Boogie, Ice, and Albert at once. Yeah. Well, especially because, like, Steak's also a lolcow, right? So it's all 4 lolcows on the show. Steak's just, like, probably the best lolcow and like, half lolcow, half wrangler. You know? But I feel him. I feel him. But also, he talked mad shit on me, too. So he can fuck right off as well. And that's basically how I am, bro. If you talk shit about me when I left, I don't want to know. I don't want to know you anymore. I can't be asked. I don't need that kind of backstabbery in my life. I will say, I don't know if you guys remember last week when I went off on Scooter. He actually reached out to me and kind of apologized, and we had a little chat. So that was nice. Kind of forgave him for doing that. You know, so. And I guess people watch or get sent clips and stuff like that. And, yeah. Rui said Steak talked shit on you today, calling you a Billy failure along with CD-ROM. I mean, the only reason you're in that seat's because I'm not there, so. You know. It really doesn't bother me, right? It doesn't bother me. You know, he's an afterthought. You know, but you know, do your best. Try and make the best of a bad situation, I guess. Badger Cat said, Rasty, I get paid this week. Guess who's about to go ham on the merch shop? Dude. Corn said, very true, and Boogie's still butthurt that you left. I mean, maybe. So if you're going to the merch store, does that mean you're going to be picking up one of these Rastov's Ooh Wonderful t-shirts? Or maybe you're going to be picking up one of these Rastov's Ooh Wonderful mugs? Or maybe, just maybe, you'll be picking up a Thirst Trap calendar or any of the other cool-ass merch that's here? Or maybe you'll be getting the sexiest Hawaiian shirt that's ever been created in the history of ever. That could be kind of cool. I did not notice this photo down in the fucking bottom right corner. What the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? That's crazy. Okay, for some reason, the website doesn't always load stuff for me now. Maybe we got too much shit packed in. I don't know. Nina said the snow slowed my calendar delivery. No. And just remember, if you are buying anything, use UWOO15 for 15% off. Okay? It's an exclusive. And just know that the hashtag BandGang stuff is only going to be in the store until the 1st of February. So once it goes 1st of February, it's going to be off. So if you want to get it before it goes, definitely. A lot of people have picked that stuff up too. I don't expect many people to get the uwu stuff because that's more of a troll on me, but it was asked for and I was like, fuck it, might as well. Oh, so I don't know. You know, there's lots of I think on this channel we're still finding my niche, right? Still trying to figure out what my where my place is. Dingy said after a month, take off items that don't sell or discount them. Yeah, I mean that's an idea, right? It's definitely an idea. There's nothing like the only thing that no one has bought really is the hoodie, and you know what? Fair enough. It's not. You know. Nina said it's so cute. I want the uwu mug. I'm assuming that's what you meant. It's a cool mug. I don't know if anyone wants the shirt. The mugs have been bought. The ooh stuff is a troll. Yeah, well, because on the $10 fucking sound thing is me saying ooh, and everyone's been giving me shit about it since. So, you know, it's one of those. I don't know. It's definitely one of those. We should potentially be playing games tonight, maybe. It depends if there are a few things I have to do after the stream today. So if I'm gonna game, I will be posting that up in the Discord. Can I just what do you guys think about Twitter/X? Okay, because I'm gonna be honest, I hate it. I understand that, like, I guess years ago it was, and maybe it is still this way now, it was the biggest fucking way of communicating with people online. I genuinely hate it. Like, I don't like it at all because, like, every time I click onto it, right, it's full of porn. I don't look at that stuff. Not on X. Like, I've never gone out of my way to look up that stuff, like, ever. Right? But what happens is there's people that I follow that are just regular people that reply to some of that shit or, like, quote tweet. For some reason, I don't know. Right? And so it just shows up. It's so annoying. Especially in the last, like, 2 weeks where it was like everyone was posting a photo being like, you know, Grok, like, take the shirt off or whatever, right? It just, the stuff that I look at on there, right, is, you know, is people making food. Is people making food. me trying to say I never looked at porn. Not on X, I haven't. Other places, sure. Where it's meant to be found. Not on the fucking public forum chat thing. Not on X. Okay? Not on X. But it's just, you click on, like, you go on it and it just shows up. Poop guy's like, oh, okay. Yeah. No, bro, like, I ain't gonna say I never looked at porn before. What you talking about, brother? X is like the third best porn site. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. It is, but bro. And the thing is like this, like, can you imagine just being on that site? Because the amount of people that post replies and stuff and on those threads and shit too, there's like thousands of comments of all these people trying to get Grok to do dirty stuff. It's crazy. Sapphire said, I don't get any porn on my feed. Well, you're lucky then. I don't know how I got it. I never looked that shit up, ever. Not on X. Not on X. You see a lot of fights on X. I see a lot of like videos that would end up being shorts on YouTube, like people patching holes. Maybe that's how it. You know what? People patching up holes. A lot of Dragon's Den shows up on my X, and then all of a sudden it's just like titties. It's so weird, right? It's like here's how to bake a caramel chocolate cake, right? And you're watching it and you're like, damn, that shit looks good as fuck. And then it's like titties. Now, I'm not saying I don't like cake and titties, but like, if I'm looking at cake, I ain't expecting titties. You know what I'm saying? Bryce said, liars go to hell, Rasty. I know. I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie to you, okay? I wouldn't lie to you. Plugging holes. General said, bro, you were watching those fetish satisfying videos, but not for the fetish. Dude, you know, like they do those things where they make patterns in sand, right? I watched those too, right? Basically, what else? How they create like little squishy toys, all kinds of shit. So it's all these things, and then it's just random titties. And again, I ain't got no problem with titties, but if I was trying to look at X on fucking stream and I clicked over to it and it was like, oh, fucking porn, I gotta delete my stream. And I don't want to have to be in a position to do that. I don't. Freedom Tower Studio said you and me are opening a restaurant, cake and titties. Dude. It's like, you know what? It's like Hooters, except it's got the dessert bar from Pizza Hut that's disappeared, okay? Cake and titty. Dude, it actually sounds like a strip joint, I can't lie. Yeah, Foggy Froggy. Normal titties. That's literally X. That is X. I hate it. $1 billion idea. Nobody steal that idea, all right? We're going to copyright and trademark that shit now, okay? It's going to be like sponsored by Rastov, like, and it's just me in the window, like. Captain Shotgun said, my friend's mom would make dick and tit pancakes for his birthday. That's kind of weird. Look, if I was going to be getting some dick and tit pancakes, I would hope that it's not from my mom. Oh my God. Yeah, that's some therapy shit right there. You're like, yeah, I can't look at pancakes anymore. And they're like, why, Jimmy? Oh, my mom used to shape them like dicks and titties. Gave me a complex. Every time I see titties now, I want syrup on it. The therapist's like, that's not weird. That's not weird, Jimmy. He's like, yeah, but I also, every time I see my dick, I want to put syrup on it. It's like, okay, Jimmy, that's a little weird. Freedom Tower Studio said, it's like the place in Saints Row 3, tits and grits. One of my favorite things in Saints Row is the English voice. I absolutely love the English voice. So, like, when I would make my Saints Row 3 character, it would literally just be, he would have a red suit. All right. Long fucking blonde hair and that, hold on. Let me find the, because I don't know if you guys know who Fire is. This is probably a bad idea. I shouldn't do this because let me double check. Let me see. Let me see, because he should have a video uploaded. Unless it's a different channel. Oh, maybe we don't have, maybe he doesn't have it anymore. Where is it? Oh, we used to play like APB together and stuff like that. Let me see if I can, I want to see if I can find my, hold on. Let me see if I can find my character. This is some old school, like, recorded videos from, like, age. Like, this is 12 years ago, okay? Let me see. Let me see if I can find my character in this. I had a lot, like, I used to love this this game. Where the It's the only game I would ever, like, dress up my character like this. Always, it was always other ways. Dude. This is how you know I'm not prepared for this, because I literally don't know where to go, where to find this. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right, let me bring this over here. Okay, let me show you this character, okay? This is how I would fucking dress up my my Saints Row character. Here we go. Foggy said, so you're telling me you turned into your Saints Row character? Yeah. Right, so I think here it is. So this is what my Saints Row character was here. The guy in the red suit. I never ever make my characters look this way, but with the voice, okay, with the voice, I would just this is all I could picture when I heard that voice. He's like, "You what, you fucking wanker? Right, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth." You know, like that kind of English voice. He's like, "You're a fucking bellend. I'm gonna shoot you in the face now." Looks like Temu Edge from WWE. I mean, it kind of does. It kind of does look like Temu Edge. I can't lie. So this was this was what my character used to look like. That's totally me on live. No, it's not. We never come full circle with this shit. Oh, I don't think I'm subscribed to him on this channel. Let me subscribe to him. I want to get him back into streaming again, to be honest, because I feel like I don't know. I would love to get him on and have a conversation with him on the on the stream at some point. Let me double check some stuff. Oh, apparently, let me check something. Oh, there's extra flair that's now been added to the legend cards on the Wall of Awesome. Battle Broom said, "Gonna need you to do a Welsh accent from 8 to 10. No reason, please." Thank you. Dude, if I could do Nightmare's accent, bro, I would do it all the time. It fucking. No, I honestly, I don't even know. I don't even think I could do it. I don't think I could do his accent like whatsoever. At the end of the stream today, I'm going to replay the theme and replay and redo the intro so that anyone that wasn't here at the beginning can go and can get the full experience before we send you over to whoever the fuck is live. But yeah, Nightmare decided he couldn't work with Zeta no more. I mean, fair enough. Let me see. Is there anything that that you guys have seen lately that you want me to talk about? Because I'm down. I'm down to talk about like topics that you guys are interested in. Really, like I normally what I would do is have like little talking points, but last night I honestly just spent all of the time on the intro stuff because I was in the zone. It got to 3 a.m. and I was like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby. You're very tired and super exhausted. And this was meant to be a day off. What do I think about the new Resident Evil game coming out? I don't know. I don't really play Resident Evil because it's scary. So I don't really pay attention to them. I don't pay attention to the scary games anymore. Because they're scary. They're just scary. You know? It's just scary. A lot of vloggers are getting arrested in the Philippines. Why are they in the Philippines? They just touring. Why are they getting? What are they getting arrested for? The new one is only half scary though. Scary though. Yeah. You think you fixed the shop images? Let me go have a look. I'll see how your work is. Yep, perfect. Everything loaded instantly, no issues whatsoever. The rock glass, nice. Yeah. I'm really happy with the merch that we've put out. I mean, there is some stuff obviously that hasn't been ordered, but wow, there's only one thing actually, and it's literally just that hoodie and then phone case, but it makes sense. Not a lot of people want phone cases. No, I don't want, like, don't make me play. There's so many games I have to play. Look, I have to beat fucking the Elden Ring randomizer, okay? General got you. You got the fucking calendar. What's the quality like? Is the quality of the calendar good? I need to know. And are the pages already sticky? You must tell me. You must let me know. Poppy's Playtime Chapter 5 is next month. Dude, I've watched that game. There is no way I'm playing that game. Fuck that. Mm-mm. 100 members and I play Resident Evil? No, dude. No, I don't want to play. There's too many scary games that you guys are going to make me play, and I don't want to do it. Rui said it's good enough in my bathroom and sticky, bathroom sticky and all. Alex said I gave 81 members, so 19. No. We're not playing Resident Evil. No. I have plans for if you guys make horror games, okay? If you guys, like, once it's monetized, we could do that, I guess. So maybe I just won't stream on the gaming channel anymore. Hey, Justin been a member for a month. Alien Isolation. Dude, I don't, fuck that, bro. Why do you want me to play that game, dude? Do you hate me? What did I do to you? Like why? I really don't want to play that game, bro. I really don't. Oh my God. No, I'm not setting that goal. I ain't setting that goal for Resident Evil, okay? Look, I don't have the game. I don't want to play the game. Maybe in the future, okay? Look, we got to finish Elden Ring. Oh, look, my internet's going out. Oh, look, everything's flashing. Oh, no. Oh. Resident Evil Biohazard. I don't want to play that either. The Outlast game series? No, I won't play that either. I didn't like Phasmophobia. I don't want. I can play Hello Kitty. Dude, that's just as bad. Davis Goose said, bro won't do anything. Well, you just a hater. Oh my God, doing uwus while playing fucking Resident Evil. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure once it's monetized, I'm going to get forced to finish off Visage. And that I uninstalled that game. Fucking, me playing Visage is not going to be a good time. Like, I really don't. Play games with members, that's definitely on the cards as well. Yeah, especially when the gaming channel gets monetized, that's going to be one of the perks of if I have high. I'm not sure if I'm putting the same level of tier, like same tier levels on the gaming channel or not. But you know, playing games with members is going to be one of those things. Putting members into the games is going to be one of those things, because sometimes we're going to play RPGs where you can name characters. So, you know, having some of the characters named after like supporters, I think is going to be really cool. It's a lot easier to do the interactive stuff with the gaming channel. I should paint a Bob Ross painting. Prickly Pear. I mean, maybe one day. That would be kind of interesting. I suck at painting. Did I lag right there? I don't think so. Maybe I did. Dark Chivalry said, it's good to see you alive, Rastov. Don't know if you remember me. Used to go by Rich Mob. I do remember Rich Mob. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Painting stream would be Kano. Dude, it's gonna look so bad. But you know what? In the future, we could definitely do something like that. Paint a happy little tree. I'm gonna need to get an easel. Okay. Look, it'd be like me here, like, you know, just doing a little painting stream. Just doing a little painting stream. That's how we rolling, y'all. Me eat paint? Do I not eat paint? That's some brain dead shit right there. Oh. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed today's stream, even though I'm in a lot of pain. My head is killing me. You guys have made today easy. Rastov Ross. Oh my God. Need an afro wig? Maybe. Dude, anything is possible, okay? Anything. I might go back to sleep after this stream, I think. Ooh, stuff gaming hour. Do it. Look, the sky's the limit, okay? The sky is the limit. As long as you guys show up and have fun, we can. There's nothing we can't do. All right, nothing. Ain't nothing we can't do. And hey, it's like they said. All right, if I fall off, I'll just become a detractor anyway. That's not what's going to happen, but you know, it's always funny. Davis said you should do Overcooked and charge people to join. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I don't know if I was ever very good at that. Don't forget to submit a story. Yes, please submit stories, okay? If by some dumb chance I get asked by Boogie again to be entertaining, I respond with ooh. Dude, I hate that. I actually hate that fucking sound clip, dude. Mr. Boom Boom Power is currently scouring through like a bunch of different old streams to see if he can find funny like videos to put up on the TTS. Diogo said if you fall off, you can always start a universe with Becky. Oh yeah. Kmart has an easel for $22. Oh, God damn it, Brouhaha. Dude. Oh, you got a membership. Sweet. That means you're going to be in the Discord now. Right, brother? I saw a lot of people that were on, like, had the gray, no actual membership to see any of the channels. So it's nice to see some of you guys actually able to interact. I hope to look into the Discord now and see that it's popping. We've had a bunch of people join since the stream started, which is awesome. That makes me happy to see. Yeah. Lots of people have joined to chat. So keep chatting in that Discord, right? Keep the magic going. I was thinking about having like deleting the gossip channel and just having it all just be one main chat. So like if you guys want to talk about anything, you can do it in the main chat. What do you guys think? I want to see what you guys think about that. Channel situation. You want main and gossip? Just main. Vote on the poll. Because I was wondering if having two separate channels just splits the people from talking to each other. But I get that, like, sometimes people talk about drama and stuff in the gossip channel, and not everybody wants that. So, I don't know. It's pretty even. It's like even, 45% want main and gossip, and 57 want just main. Can we get a real Disabilities and Dice in light of recent events? Bro, did I ever play that song for you? I think I only played it when I was wasted, right? Denji said 20 members. He plays Resident Evil. That's not happening, brother. Not yet. Did I ever play that Disabilities and Dice song? Let me see. I remember it being very funny, though. Where is it? Disabilities and Dice. Hold on, this was the song.
Lights up, table set. Hands shaking the fate of the night. Roll it. Wheelchairs to walking sticks, we all at the table. Luck doesn't ask if you're strong or stable. Pain in the joints, but the mind stays sharp. Nat 20 dreams in a world gone dark. They said slow down, said stay in your lane. We built a game out of pressure and pain. Every scar got a story, every turn got a chance. You don't need permission when you roll the dice and dance. No pity points, no sympathy crown. We roll for keeps, let the numbers come down. Disabilities and dice, roll it once, roll it twice. Everybody, every mind gets a seat at the fight. Disabilities and dice, steel resolve, sugar and spice. When the world
Would have been a banger show. The show that never was.
Label my name, but I rewrite rules every time I play the game. Access denied, now we're kicked in the door. House rules change and what strength means for sure. You don't need legs to stand tall in the scene. You don't need perfect hands to roll supreme. Read the sheet, hear the cheers. Critical hits drown out the fears. Disabilities and dice, roll it once, roll it twice. Everybody, every mind gets a seat at the fight. Disabilities and dice, no
It's a catchy song, right? It's Davis said the AI music should have stayed in the LCU. Bro, I was making AI music before I even watched the LCU. I used to watch before when I used to stream War Tales, and I made AI songs for all of my peeps, all of the crew, which were all members of the chat. So I had a whole bunch of different songs that were created for them. Let me see. What was the first song that was ever created? What was the first one I ever made? There was... Hold on, let me see. Because I was the captain, right? We were a pirate crew. So I think it was this one. Gangster.
Captain Rastov, fierce and bold, with axe and shield his stories told. A fire in his eyes so wild, his strength could tame the ocean's child. He leads his crew with iron fist, in battle's fog and stormy mist. His battle cry ignites the flame. Through storm and strife they call his name. He leads his crew with iron fist, in battle's fog and stormy mist. His battle cry ignites the flame. Through storm and strife they call his name. Rostov's roar splits the night. Under his banner they unite. First to charge and last to stand. He holds the gate with mighty hand.
Yeah, so that was before I knew that you could write lyrics. Like, that was just a generated one, right? Yeah, so I was Captain Rastov. Then we had... The crew was called, like, Rastov's Reavers, right? But we had Hunter the Pirate. We had Lieutenant Tyler. We had the Legend of Ollie the Beastmaster, William the Smasher, Chelsea the Berserker, the Ballad of Silly the Slayer, and then the Legend of Pirate Cooper. And then that's when I started in the LCU. I didn't do it anymore. So Grim said, wanted to share this thought. What if someone goes to a funeral or visitation, take a picture of the beloved, use AI to bring them back to life and dance? I feel like there's gonna definitely be some of that stuff in the future, right? Like, it's gonna be, you know how how AI, they can edit, like they modify people's like photos to have them like speak and move and stuff like that. I feel like in the future that's gonna happen. You know, so it's gonna be. I think that's going to be the future. Like, they're going to incorporate AI, but I think, I don't know if a lot of people are going to be able to handle that. Davis said doing that at the funeral is crazy. Why? If the family wants it done, why is that crazy? Giving people more options isn't always a bad thing. Dan King said, Rastov, Keem was talking bad behind your back on the VC, saying Live and Gold are getting more views without me. Probably. I mean, I think they are. That doesn't, that's fine. Good. I want them to do well. David said, because they just died. So, again, it's the family's thing, right? So, it's, it's up to them if they want it, right? Because what if, like, the thing is you don't know what 10 years is going to look like, right? The entire vibe of shit could change. I mean, who knows? At a funeral, they may have, like, something set up where, like, they have an AI on a computer and people can go and talk to, like, an AI of the person that's passed away, right? So, maybe. Yeah. So, you know, who knows what the climate's going to look like. 2 years ago, everyone was saying, 2 years ago, people, you know, people were saying that AI sucks, right? So he said, make them get up and dance. Well, I mean, like, I'm not talking about like the dancing part, but like, who knows what the future's going to look like? You know, people might want to incorporate some form of AI to have, you know, people there. I don't know. Like I think it's something that's a possibility, right? Maybe people have done it already. You know, some people record their will, record messages for their family that get played at funerals. I know people that have done that. But what if they wrote a letter and then they had AI read it out in that person's voice, right? Like, I mean, the thing is AI is only going to get better and better and better. You just don't know what the future's going to look like. And I'm not saying whether or not I think it's good or not. I just think it's a thing that's possibly going to happen, you know? And I think that you have to just kind of like expect these things to happen at this point, right? Because it's only growing. You know, when you look back and think of that AI video that everyone knows about of Will Smith like eating the spaghetti, right? Or eating the noodles. And his mouth just like eating itself basically, and now they've got AI of him, like you can't tell if it's actually him doing it or not now, right? Space Girl said, "Dear family, please don't AI me after I'm dead. Thanks." That's a fair request. You know, but when AI was first coming out, you would see ads on all of these like websites and stuff, and even YouTube ads. Basically saying like, you know, where it would show like people taking photos of their old relatives and using AI to make them like move and speak and stuff like that, right? And it was making people cry. So Dan King said, Rastov, I subbed to Aussie a year ago. I miss yours and Twiggy, the old streams and the old LCU. Yeah, I mean, those were good times. I appreciate that, man. You know, so anything is possible. Anything is really possible when it comes to this stuff, you know? And I think that you should be prepared that this stuff might happen. It might. And if it does, you know, something to think about. Do you want no one to, you know, but fuck, that's going to create a whole thing, right? Like, are people going to be able to say you can't AI me after I'm dead? How's that shit get enforced? Very interesting. I can just imagine it, right? Because then they're going to be like, well, what about all the people that have already died that have been AI'd and they didn't have the choice? Bro, dude, the world's going to get crazy with this AI shit if it doesn't get like regulated or rules put around it, right? Space Ghost said, the idea bothers me because the dead person can't consent unless they specifically ask for it to be done. True. Very true. I just have a feeling like, and maybe you think I'm crazy, right? Maybe you think it's a crazy thing to think about, but I feel like this shit's going to happen. I do. I just have a feeling, you know, I think this sort of thing is going to happen in the future. You know, on your driver's license, you have to choose if you want to be an organ donor or not, right? Well, now you're going to have to choose if you want your likeness to be used in AI once you pass away. And again, who's going to enforce it? Right? Your family would probably have to enforce it. So, you know, and who knows? Maybe in like 10 years from now, like none of this shit has happened and I was wrong, and you can say, hey, Rastov, you know that thing you thought was going to happen? It didn't. But if in a couple of years it starts happening and you were like, you can come back and be like, hey, you called that shit. Because that's genuine. Like, honestly, that's how I think it's going to go. It's only going to get more and more incorporated, right? It's already to the point where it's like replacing Google and other search engines, right? General said, I think AI should be watermarked, but who cares who a fake AI looks like, assuming it's not Grok making bad images of children. Yeah, I mean, the fact that that's something that's happening now is insane. That's just weird, bro. That's just weird. But we're gonna wrap up now. I'm going to do the intro again just for the outro, but let me find if who is going or who is live at the moment. You're saying that Google's AI is us? Oh, you know what? I actually get to send you guys over to someone who I like very much. So I'm gonna play the outro. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will be back again tomorrow. We might do some games tonight, depends if I'm busy. But if you're a legend or a champion, then you will get yourself in this intro. But let's play it. All right, stick around because I'm gonna send you over to someone who you're actually going to enjoy watching.
Just a mic in my shaky hand, a million thoughts and a crooked grin, saying, hey, you wanna come in? I built this place out of bits and glue, bad jokes and a better view. If the world outside feels loud and mean, you can hang out here with me. I don't have all the answers, but I know drop your heavy smile, let the mess fall on the floor. We can laugh too loud, be the wrong kind of proud, like we've never been hurt before. This is Rostov's place, every kind of face, every heart that needs a home. So come as you are, yeah, you're already one of us. You don't have to be alone. Some of us are brave, some of us just pretend. Some of us been broken by people we call friends. But in this weird little glowing screen, we're more than what we've been. We're just a bunch of souls trying not to fold, looking for something real again. You don't gotta be perfect, you just gotta show up. Yeah, you can stay a while, drop your heavy smile, let the mess fall floor. We can laugh too loud, be the wrong kind of proud, like we've never been hurt before. This is Rostov's place, every kind of face, every heart that needs a home. So come as you are, yeah, you're already one of us. You don't have to be alone. I know the world can be cruel, I know it doesn't always care. But when you hear my voice, I hope it sounds like, hey, you're safe here. So stay a while, let yourself smile, even if it feels brand new. We'll make dumb jokes and heal in small hopes, like a family kind of crew. This is Rostov's place, time and space, where the lonely disappear. So hit that go and don't let go, 'cause I'm glad that you're here. Stay a while, yeah, stay a
See you guys tomorrow. Love you long time.